What is up? What is up? Greetings, greetings, everyone. Happy Tuesday. I hope everyone's doing well. Having a chill Tuesday evening myself, or I hope I will. Anyway, it's time for another Batman stream, and today we have reached Batman Arkham Origins Blackgate Deluxe Edition, subtitle. I was going to say add Origins as a joke, but then I forgot Origins was already in the title. Yeah, so this is, of course, the portable companion game, I guess you'd call it, which was like a hot trend for a moment there. To have some kind of adjacent but different portable game accompanying the big boy console game. So this game came out alongside Arkham Origins, originally on 3DS and PS Vita. And a couple of months, maybe, a year later or so, it was ported to 360 and PS3, as well as Windows PCs, and I guess Wii U as well. It was released as like a downloadable XBLA, PSN kind of thing, and on Steam, of course. So both due to convenience, I suppose, but also because I guess it's the definitive version, we will be playing the PC version. So it'll be kind of funky, you know, these like 3DS sort of visuals run in 1440p resolution. But that should also hopefully ensure that we get good performance. My computer hopefully should not struggle with playing a game made for 3DS and Vita. Although I guess this version is probably slightly enhanced in terms of like texture resolution and stuff. This game, from what I read about it in some blurb, is like set, I guess, a few months after Arkham Origins. We've got, you know, everything taken care of with Black Mask and the Assassins and Joker and all that. And then, I guess in the aftermath of that, we had the... I was going to say Penguin. What's his face? Mr. Freeze episode in the DLC. So I guess this is set kind of after that with... would you believe it? There's a riot at Blackgate Prison, and we need to take care of a bunch of bad guys, I guess. So sounds like a pretty standard setup for one of these types of games. It's, from my understanding, mostly a sort of 2D Metroid-style game, but with some elements of the Arkham games. Like the controls and mechanics and combat is more directly based on the Arkham games than like typical 2D platforming controls. And the visual style and everything, the character designs, the art and everything is kind of lifted directly from the console game. Although, it'll be interesting to see because this game, which is, I don't know, sort of typical for these type of portable companion games also, doesn't have fancy CG cutscenes, but rather this kind of motion comic sort of style. We'll see a bunch of this, especially like right off the bat with the intro. It's all like 2D comic art with some animation effects layered on top, which, as I recall, looks pretty good. But it's a pretty like different look from the other games. And as with many other things, you look at the kind of comic art and think it looks pretty cool, and makes you kind of wish that the entire game looked like that instead of a generic AAA console game squeezed into a portable and then ported to Steam. But, oh well, it is what it is, and game might still be good. I don't know. Hopefully it's not terrible anyway. So, with that meandering intro out of the way, why don't we boot it up and see for ourselves. So, the usual disclaimer applies here. We're playing a PC game. Turn it up a bit here. Which means capturing can be a little dodgy, and audio levels could be all over the place. There we go. Capture's working and everything. If audio levels are whack or if there's any other issues, of course, make sure to let me know so I have some kind of chance to actually address it. Looks like it might be tiny bit on the loud side, but we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, so already here on the title screen, you can see what I was talking about with like the comic booky art. Looks cool, but it's like, it feels so different from the kind of oily, shiny Unreal Engine look of the actual games, including this one. Yeah, I created a new file. Actually, right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't actually start. Right. I started and then. Well, yeah. Never mind. Okay. Well, we got some options here to tweak the volume if need be, I suppose. Yeah, this is probably fine. Sure. Whoops. Not mess it up. Movie gallery, concept gallery. Well, whatever. Let's see. Where's my volume slider thing? There we go. Let's see if live split exploded or anything. I guess it did. I don't know what the deal is nowadays. It just keeps like freezing. So let me just restart live split, and we'll be good to go. There we are. Move that over here. Alright, are we seriously having these kind of... Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, bear with me for a minute, guys. Let me see if... Hopefully I can get this to work, and we won't have to just try something. So if I start the timer now, and I jump back into the game, is it going to immediately freeze? It looks like it is. Alright, something with going into full screen just crashes the game. Let me try real quick before we're like all the way into this. If I change this to like windowed mode. Wow, okay, that's the largest we can go. Actually, I guess we could go 1610. Well, okay, sure, let's just try this. What's up with the... Capture doesn't quite look right. I wonder if it's gonna... Well, either way, let me see if it's something about the full screen thing in particular that kills live split. Because if so, I guess we can do this. But I still need to restart it. PC game streaming, man. It's... There's always something. And now I can't even force quit live split for some reason. Let's bring up the old task manager, see if we can't... Well, that didn't work. Oh boy. Not responding. I know it's not responding. There we go. Okay, I guess we're good like this. Alright. Normal sounds good.
Gotham City is mine now. 3 months ago, I took down the deadliest villains it had to offer. But just because I'm here doesn't mean criminals will disappear. Now some of them see me as a personal challenge. I'm going to have to stay a step ahead. Take tonight, for example.
Like taking candy from a baby. the baby being a secret government organization.
I don't know who you're supposed to be, but in case you didn't notice, this building's business hours are over.
Oh, I noticed. And my business never sleeps. I'm nocturnal. Tell me you're not this place's overdressed security guard.
I just go where the crime is.
You sure you want to cut this so short? You haven't even heard me purr yet.
You won't be purring once you're in Blackgate.
Target acquired. Target has the package. DEO Security Squad Omega in response.
I'm handling this.
You're on private property, interfering with private business.
We were just leaving. She's good.
Munitions team, secure the package. The rest of you, Batman is not to leave this rooftop.
Oh, good luck with that, guys. So let me just see here, because something... Yeah, okay. Alright, this is really stupid. So the game is running in like a 16:10 window, because I set it to 1920 1200 resolution. But it's like not actually using that entire window. So the window is like letterboxed, but it's not even capturing the letterboxing on stream. So it's like, looks the same to you, but it's, I don't know, it's goofy. But it doesn't, I mean, it works, so I don't need to change it.
Not even sweating. Aren't you a cool customer? But you wouldn't put heat like that on a helpless girl, would you?
I've got a feeling helpless is one thing you aren't.
Handsome, strong, and in touch with his feelings. Every girl's dream.
Alright, yeah, so I guess, yeah, you just run with A. It's like the same control. So there's like, there's no jump button, which immediately feels kind of weird. But I guess, you know, we'll just play by the game's rules. It's designed for it. And yeah, I guess we just grapple up. We'll skip. Whee! Whoa, fancy 3D angles.
Look out below.
Sure, whatever. Wow, move into the background. Man, this game just cannot get enough of these fancy angles. And it's kind of weird, like, it having so much sort of 3D movement when everything... You're still kind of locked to the 2D plane. Yeah, crouch. Yeah, it's so... Like, I can't help but feel that everything this game does to, like, mimic the console games probably isn't to its benefit. I mean, we'll see, but... Well, that was disorienting. Well, okay. Okay, we got some Klonoa style 3D. Oh, I took damage. Okay. Also, it appears that the HUD doesn't scale with resolution, which is pretty ghetto.
Heads up,
But,
hot
oh well.
stuff.
Oh, okay, no more gargoyle. It could, of course, be that this like intro sequence is highly sort of specialized, doing all these fancy 3D things, and maybe the game doesn't do it so much. But it's like weird because already I feel like it's a little hard to tell where you can and cannot go. Like, it's not really a very clearly delineated sort of 2D space for you to move on. You're just really locked. Analyzer. Wait, why do I need to do that if I just could grapple? Oh well, whatever.
Ooh, I think I'm in love. Where have you been all my life?
No more games. Just give me what you stole and we can stop this now.
There's something you need to know about me, Batman. My game's only got one rule. Finders keepers. And when I play for keeps.
Alright, we glide from here, I guess. Yeah, so at least like a screen like this feels a little more 2D. But like the whole scaling the building and stuff, like it's just, I don't know. And something about the 2D perspective makes it feel... Batman's like lack of agility, like because the 2D perspective kind of makes it a little less real. I don't know. It feels a little more sort of theatrical. You kind of expect Batman to be able to jump like a video game character. And when he, I don't know, doesn't, it feels a little not too impressive. Combat is a little awkward.
Are you even trying?
The way they're kind of piling up
That was almost good.
feels a little funny.
Is anyone else here bored?
Oops. Fucked up the combo. Oh, counter.
Not bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like the combat just... It's not terribly engaging. Maybe it will be, but it just immediately feels not great.
Wow, that looked exhausting. Feel free to take a break if you need one.
I've not actually played it, but this game already still reminds me of the 3DS Mercury Steam Castlevania game, which also had like the same thing of being sort of a 2D portable spin-off sort of based on the 3D games with like mechanics that seem sort of lifted to some degree from the 3D games. And here, yeah, I feel like already it's like the game can still be fun and interesting and have a, you know, a good map design and be fun to explore, whatever else, but I struggle to imagine ever getting over how its use of these kind of 3D based mechanics. It feels like a weird thing to say, but like I feel like
That's right, sir. Dressed as a cat.
I wish that it was more
We think she's working
designed from the ground up to work as a fun 2D game,
Nothing yet, sir.
as opposed to
Understood. Out.
trying kind of in vain, in my opinion, to mimic a completely different style of game. I mean, I guess it's probably better that they try to do this as opposed to do a full-on Arkham game. But I don't know. Target snare. Okay. That wasn't silent, I guess. This looks weird.
Think you can run from me?
I can batarang.
Continuing the search.
I don't know how this works really.
Ready to come out now? He's here
see.
somewhere. I want every sector searched.
Can I snare that guy? I don't know if the when I snared the first guy, I wasn't sure if I was seen or just heard. I can drop or do a glide kick, but what if I drop? Well, okay, I thought that was a drop attack. I guess not. All right, let's just mash the punch button. I guess that works. I'm at like half health, but okay, and then I go up there, but let me just see if I can like go around here.
Hey, up here.
Okay, more awkward pseudo 3D climbing coming up, I guess. Oh, crap. Someone's shooting something. Oh, okay. Takedown. Nope. Okay, that doesn't work. Quick batarang. Okay, that didn't really work, but it's a thing, I guess. Little twirly punch.
Eyes up, we got the suspect.
Batarang this, I guess. Well, rip that guy. He's fine. That's a non-lethal, extremely high drop.
Okay, now you're annoying.
I thought I was going to shimmy along the edge, but that works too. Completely glassed over dead eyes, but he's fine. That was a non-lethal punch to the back of the neck. A lot of pressing RB. I didn't even have to press RB that time.
You could go all night, couldn't you?
That's what you'll learn about me. I never stop.
What if I offered you half of what they're paying me to let this all go?
Nice try.
2/3? Come on, there's gotta be worse people in this town you could be chasing.
I'll get to them. Right now I'm keeping my eyes in front of me.
Well, those eyes are gonna be watching my back, because this is where I get off.
RB. No, she got to finish jumping first.
Bye-bye.
All right. Going here. Nope, I guess we go up there.
All right, so how do I upload this again?
Press X to capture. All right, go for it.
This ends here.
Does it
What
though?
kind of girl do you think I am? Because chances are, you're right.
Oh, B. Beat down. All right, beat the shit out of her. All right, that did half health.
Consider my fur officially ruffled.
Oh, wait, what? What the? That was really weird.
What a lousy way to end a first date. I hoped you were a gentleman.
I was being gentle. Now tell me what you took.
Just some files, and I've already used this to send them to my employer.
You tell me what was in the files, and I'll see about getting you sent somewhere less dangerous than Blackgate.
I like a little danger. And besides, what's in those files isn't my business. My business is stealing them.
Gotham City Police, keep your hands where I can see them.
Oh, he's good.
Yeah, I like the art in these cutscenes, but it honestly really is kind of jarring because the game looks so different and kind of bland in
Better way to get
comparison.
my attention, Gordon. I just happened to be listening to the police band.
I'm sure we'll think of something. Maybe if you gave us your cell number.
What do we know?
There was an explosion at Blackgate about 6 hours ago. They think maybe an escape attempt went bad.
And the inmates took advantage and overran the guards.
Afraid so. They're in a standoff with my men positioned outside the prison gates.
Hostages?
The entire prison staff.
Blackgate. Seems like we were just there.
You don't have to tell me.
I'll approach the prison from the riverside.
That side's impregnable. Practically a sheer wall down to the water. Batman. They're all in there. From petty thieves to the worst of the worst. And almost every one of them has a grudge against you.
And they're about to get their shot.
Okay, so I guess this is where the game starts proper. Going swimming. Hey, what's up, Gundam? Yeah, I feel like this is a game no one ever talks about. And it's like when they ported this to consoles and PC, it's like, oh, yeah, this existed, right?
Our boss wants a word with you. I don't think so, buddy. She's mine.
Well, why would anyone need little old me?
And yeah, just in this little intro sequence,
And that's that.
yeah, it feels very like perfunctory. I don't know. Yoda, Soldier, what's up, guys? Welcome, welcome. Like it's the whole game. It's like arguably kind of doesn't need to exist. It very much feels like it's kind of what's the word for it? Takedown just doesn't work. Oh, okay, he just missed me. Okay, that's kind of weird. Like perfunctory isn't really the right word for it because it's more that like it's kind of a game that was made out of obligation, I guess. Like, oh, we should have one of these. Like, we should have a portable game now too. So let's, you know, how do we make one of those? Well, I guess we do this and that. We streamline this. We simplify that. It doesn't really feel like it's
so popular. Besides the obvious.
Hey, when things went boom, I was just gonna grab my suit and find a way out of here. Like you said, Blackgate's too intense for a sweet little thief like me. But then
from a
they
game
jumped
design
me,
standpoint.
each
Like, it
trying
doesn't
to
really
keep me
feel like
joining
it
the
came
other
from a
side.
strong
You
vision.
mean side?
The heavy hitters hate each other, especially Black Mask and Joker. They've all staked out their own territories inside the prison. The way I hear it, Penguin has the cell blocks and controls movement around Blackgate. He locked all the staff in a cell on Blackgate's lowest level, the ARKHAM wing. Black Mask's taken charge of the prison's industrial complex.
All right, we're
He
getting the
decides where
different
there's
boss
power
areas
and where there
designated
isn't.
here.
And the Joker's holding down the administration building, which has the computers that encrypt the codes for the locks on the Arkham cells. Here's the bad news. To get to the hostages, someone has to go to the industrial complex to restore power to the Arkham wing, get through the cell blocks to get down there, and have the crypto sequencer that unlocks the hostage's cell.
This is shit.
Bad hacker. Well, we got one of those, luckily.
So let's spend it together.
Excuse me.
I can work the bad guys from the inside and feed you information as you work your way through the prison.
You're a criminal. Why should I trust you?
Because I have an incentive.
What do you want?
What you promised me to begin with. You can help get me somewhere less dangerous, where I can serve out a shorter sentence.
You mean someplace easier to escape from?
You think I want to see those innocent people down there hurt? I'm just a thief, not a psychopathic murderer like everyone else in here. But if you don't want my help, I'll be on my way. And you can take your chances alone.
Wait. No tricks.
For you, only treats. You gonna be able to find your way around okay?
I've got it covered.
I'll be in touch.
Totally discreet, I guess. Taking some bat 3D photos. Okay, just flat out pick where we go. Oh, the controls are like really weird. Okay, it's awkward. Well, she said we have to go to the industrial whatchamacallits to get like the power back on. Right? Well, I guess we'll check that out. Sort of getting the feel like they needed a stopgap. Well, I mean, this was made in parallel. It came out simultaneously as Origins and was made by a different studio. But it's definitely, I mean, it makes sense given that it was a portable game, but everything about it definitely feels slower budget and like it definitely feels like this is the you know, kind of companion game that had like the sort of hand-me-downs in terms of assets and stuff, and most likely, you know, a smaller budget, smaller staff, making the best of what they've got. But it's like I said right at the top too, the mechanics of the game, it uses basically the same controls Got like the batarang, got the detective vision, whatever. Like I'm running with the A button. There's no jump button. Jumps are all contextual. I crouch with the right trigger. You know, punches, counters, cape stun. Like it doesn't play like a 2D game. Really, it's like it tries to mimic kind of the proper Arkham games. But it doesn't like go right from here. It's more about like trying to squeeze that into this smaller format as opposed to, you know, how do we make a sort of 2D game kind of in the vein of those games. Like it's, I don't know, it's it ends up in like an awkward middle ground where it's unable to reach the sort of height of in terms of just sort of production value and quality, polish. I don't know if the bigger games, but it's also doesn't really make use of you know, I like I said before, like one of the first things you do in the game, you sort of he didn't jump for some reason, and I can't grapple up there. That's weird. Now I can grapple there. I see. Like the fact that it's sort of presented in this 2D perspective, you know, makes you kind of expect more of a video gamey behavior from the character. So when he doesn't, you don't have a jump button, and when you do perform these contextual jumps, they look kind of silly because it feels like you should be jumping, you know, like a video game character, but instead he jumps like a real person. And it feels kind of underwhelming and not terribly satisfying. That's not where I meant to go. And these kind of 3D shifts into the background, kind of same thing there. I feel like they could have just done it all sort of on a 2D plane, and I would probably have liked it better. So far, I feel like everything that takes this away from being a pure 2D game and closer to the like 3D Arkham games is to its detriment. You know, that may change. I hope it would change. But I kind of have a feeling that it won't.
Sorry to disturb you, Director. You asked to be notified when the feed from Blackgate was running? As you can see, there have been some unexpected developments.
There's too much risk of our exposure. You need to pull the plug.
I make the decisions on this op, and I say we keep going. There's something to be gained here.
Yeah, and jumping back and forth between these cutscenes in the game, I feel like is never not going to be jarring. It's funny, it's kind of weird too, like in the cutscenes, not only, I mean, obviously the way they're drawn is like very different from the way the game looks, but even the character designs don't look the same. Like when we saw those mugshots,
Why is the boss so worried about the Joker?
like the Joker looks completely different. Yeah, feels like so weird and kind of glitchy almost compared to the real games. But the whole idea of like translating this combat, it's you know, works the same. You're just kind of putting it on a 2D plane. It's an awkward way to do combat. Like it works well. Wow. Okay, they just slide through the ground. Cool. It works well in a 3D game because the way you would normally do combat in a 2D game is like stylized in a way that it would look weird in 3D. But even with these kind of realistic-ish graphics, I still feel like you could get away with having much more sort of stylized combat. But instead, they're just, you know, oh, we have to mimic the console games. And as a result, like, it's just kind of the worst of both worlds. Like I said, hopefully there's enough positive about the game to at least sort of make the whole endeavor worthwhile. But we'll see. Not bad, but not fun. Sounds... it doesn't fill me with confidence, but I have a feeling that it's probably pretty apt. Depending on how you define bad, of course, but...
The board's locked down. It can't be reversed. No, no.
It's not that it's
Can I go now?
fully incompetent,
Yes.
just kind of... I don't know. I feel like it's the kind of game where you just kind of meet it with a shrug, and it's like, well, it is this. It exists. But, you know,
Black Mask is
not the time of game you're going to be too passionate about one way or the other.
Good for him. The only generator you need to worry about is the one for the Arkham wing, and that one's still off.
If I can't stop that overload, the Arkham wing won't even exist. This whole place will go up.
Yeah, well, I don't plan to be here if and when that happens. Do what you gotta do, but we need the power on to open the Arkham wing.
Objective. Oh, okay. This is going to be weird to learn how to parse. Well, let's kind of go through this menu system, see what you got. Industrial, Black Mask, not captured. Arkham Wing generate, no power. Explored, secrets. It's kind of cool to get these little list of sort of objectives, goals. Cell blocks, explored 5% somehow. I guess that's where we started, maybe. Penguin, Arkham Wing entrance. Administration, Joker not captured. Arkham Wing code not found. So the Arkham Wing, we need 3 things. So is the Arkham Wing the little tiny part on the left there, or is that like entrance? I guess it sounds like we need to complete all 3 to gain access to some sort of end game scenario, maybe. Like this is... I feel like I'm looking at the Metroid Prime map or something. It's just like geometric shapes shuffled together with a bunch of stuff. No, wait, that's overview. There's no like... Oh, wait, legend. RT, okay. Crypto, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, solve... Okay, so that's like... We need some Doom keys. I don't really understand what I'm looking at, though, but we'll see. We'll see. Open door, lock door... Okay, well, alright, what we got here? Okay, we don't have a very expansive upgrade tree here or anything. Grapnel gun. Some kind of upgrade to some of these things, I guess. Crypto keys, okay. So we need to find the different colored keys. Red Batarang, Batsuit, suits. Oh, okay, cool. We can actually... Can we just equip some different suit? Oh, cool. Batman's early suit in the new 52... Oh, yeah, okay, so this is like the... In the new 52 continuity, this was his, like, early suit, I guess. The basic Batsuit providing minimal protection and offensive capabilities. Equipped. So we got some icons there. I guess we can upgrade or do something with these things. Okay. Beware the Batman. Huh. Reduces damage from bullets by 50%. Okay, so I'm assuming that these 2 costumes that I have either came from, like, WB Online ID thing or part of some... Like, maybe they were DLC in the old original versions and just came bundled with the game if you buy it on Steam or something. So, yeah, Beware the Batman. I guess this was some short-lived cartoon or something. I vaguely recognize, like, the design and the name, but I don't necessarily associate them. So, the 0 year thing is just... Yeah, it doesn't give me any kind of bonus, I guess. Oh, interesting, though. Ah, okay, we can look different. So, I mean, the cutscenes aren't going to match... I want to have him, like, face the camera so I can see what he looks like, but... Might as well use some other costume. Well, we could play with this. Maybe we'll switch to the other one after a while. You know, gotta give the game bonus points for allowing me to change costumes before beating the game. You know, that's positive. Okay, where were we? So I'm facing this way. So it's like an L shape. I'm just trying to learn to parse the map. Okay, yeah. Well, We'll see. Once I need to do some kind of backtracking or exploring. Oh, whoops. I'll probably start having trouble. I like this, like, hacking. It's simple enough, but at least it doesn't get annoying. Like, okay. You, like, hold right to go up there because it's all, like... The controls are always on a 2D plane, but how the character's going to move on that... You know, where that sort of line goes in 3D space is... Yeah, it's pretty unintuitive. It's weird, for sure. Oh, I could do a takedown. I see. Well, no, not anymore.
There ain't no way he could take
the RT plus Y takedown just, like, doesn't work. And I can't punch that guy until he's... fucking weird. I'm trying to drop. I guess I died? That whole... Oh, everything about this was incredibly confusing. Okay. Up. Okay, this thing's missing already. Well, I know now that I can do a silent takedown, so let's try that instead.
Why do I keep working for nut jobs?
There we go. That works. So, it just says left stick. Do I press down?
In a case of dealing with a boss,
I'm waiting, assuming he's going to turn around.
the best policy is just
Yeah.
smile and nod. After tonight, this city's
Yeah, like, when I'm standing up there pressing down B, he, like, takes a moment to walk up to the ledge. It's weird. So, takedown. I'd probably prefer to do a takedown on this big fella over here. If I can.
Now you're in for it. You're gonna pay.
That takedown kind of worked. Okay. But that's not really what I meant to do.
Follow me. I got him.
I'm, like, dead, too.
I'll kill you. I'll kill the crap out of you.
Well, we're just learning the controls here, I guess. Oh, he's up there already. Okay. It's kind of surprising that the game hasn't really tutorialized this kind of section or encounter. Because I feel like I'm not really sure what I'm meant to do here. First part's simple enough, but... like, I'm not really sure I understand the rules of the game well enough to kind of tackle these two guys. I also assumed that when I would do a takedown from the under the grate, that it actually would work in the other game, like in the other games, where you do it essentially instantly, but loudly.
Some days it don't pay to get out.
So we'll see if I can maybe not necessarily... maybe I don't have to engage with those guys.
In a case of dealing with a boss,
I don't know if these guys are going to stay knocked out until I come back here next time.
just smile and nod.
Yeah, it requires gamma encryption override. Like, how are these? Okay. Oh, I feel like it's so hard to just see and understand how these rooms are connected. Okay, but there's like a secret behind here, I guess. There's a question mark. And I guess that thing in the middle of the room is to indicate that there's a grate I can, like, crawl into. But it definitely looks like I can't go underneath that outside, like, to the next room. I'm guessing that red dotted line means that there's a room outside there. But I can't see that on the map. Maybe because I didn't go there yet, or maybe it means something else. Do I, like, trick them to go up there. Or maybe I can... Because this guy doesn't... Yeah, I can't, like...
When I run back, over here.
I can't knock him out. Nope.
Run, freak, run.
Nice! I'm just, like... throwing batarangs close to him, but not at him. Okay, I guess I'm not going out there. Yeah, the batarang just does nothing. That's really cool. I can menacingly throw batarangs in their general direction. Question mark over there. I don't know if that... Well, let's see what's on the top right. There's like a door there too, right? Do you even need to crouch? I guess not.
Got serious rage issues.
So, what's the deal here then?
I gotta come in and do all this overtime, which isn't even paid.
Okay. Locked door. Okay. Kind of interesting. You actually see their, like, vision cones. That's kind of a neat touch, actually. I don't know if sure if it helps me, really. Certainly not in this case, but... But going to the right here seemed absolutely fruitless, so... I guess no need to bother with that.
Why do I keep working for nut jobs?
Hitting the trash can could distract enemies. Oh, I guess like with a batarang? Nope. I can't throw it from here, anyway. And this needs the thing I don't have. Well, I guess... This isn't where I'm going, then? Do I have other venues I can explore? Oops. That takes me out there on the corner. I'm already so confused by this. Alright, so... Is this like a... Oh, okay. Wait, hang on. Locked door. Okay. Sudden... Okay, so I need to electrify this to get in here. Okay. Well, at least I know that. I don't feel like I'm supposed to be stopped here. I guess it says locked door. It's okay. Yeah, it's a red thing at the end there. I don't understand where that question mark is or how to get access to that green C thing, but I guess I don't have the alpha crypto thing anyway. I don't know. I guess we'll try to get out of here and go to another area. Exit facility. So, okay, yeah, and now we go out there. Okay, okay. So is that gonna take us back to just like the map screen to let us... Well, we'll see. Might as well. I mean, gotta figure out to make sense of this one way or the other. Yeah, okay. Well, let's go here, take a look. Well, just gonna pour myself a drink here. Yeah, so far this game's definitely not made the strongest first impression, but I just hope, like, something, I don't know, it'll start getting engaging somehow. It kind of isn't at this point. Okay, so I can drop. I feel like I need to like keep looking at the map to just figure out how the heck any of this is connected. So I guess I never scanned. Let me go here and just see if I can send it to you. From the other side, okay. Because the map just says locked door, which isn't super helpful, you know. Is there anything down here? This. Detective case clue. Clipboard. Okay. A clipboard holding several sheets of paper detailing the rotation schedules of Blackgate's guards. Okay, so I'm assuming this is just kind of the generic collectible sort of thing, and by collecting each set of however many, we get something for it. Yeah, I guess we're going to have to go do this on every screen. But, you know, I shouldn't complain that there's something to do. Man, just like playing this just makes me want like a proper 2D Batman Metroid game, though.
Penguin's waddling around this area somewhere. Find him, you'll find the Arkham wing.
Got it.
Hey, remember you're looking for the way into the Arkham wing. Don't get caught up in all the hero stuff and go busting up the place.
You just worry about your end. I'll handle mine.
Well, if there's more dudes with guns, I'm going to try to stay away as far as I can. So, I didn't watch a lot of AGDQ this past week, but I did manage to catch the Mummy Demastered run, which was a really fun run to watch. It's a game I've played a little bit. I bought it, but I didn't get super into it. Not because I didn't like it, just, you know, got sidetracked, as one often does. And that's, you know, I've heard people say good and less good things about that game. I know some people are really into it. I know some people are really not into it. Oh, I guess you need to analyze stuff for like show up in Detective Vision. That's kind of neat. I actually like that. But what's like undeniable about that game is that it looks and sounds phenomenal. It's got a great soundtrack and, you know, quality, way forward pixel art. So yeah, you know, having just recently kind of seen that game, I'm just trying to picture kind of what, you know, a Batman game kind of in that vibe. Because, you know, as we've seen from so many other games, Batman lends himself very well to video game stuff. Okay, that looked a little awkward. And seeing how, you know, at every opportunity it seems this game is like opting to be more less video gamey and more like AAA gamey, I guess. Yeah, it just makes me long for something like that. That'd be cool. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so to the right, we're just going to get to a locked door, but I wonder if that leads outside. No, wait, that's that. Actually, okay, let me go to the left so we can unlock the door for easier access. Well, we got 2 out of 20 cages. I was just about to say, like, I like how this game is... It's not like... It's not full of enemies everywhere, which, you know... It's interesting because it... well, first of all, it's probably a good thing because the combat in this game isn't great. But also, it means that the game isn't just all punching... okay, just making sure. Okay. But it's also, you know, you kind of end up spending more time moving around, traversal, exploring, not fighting. Okay, that looked great. Which is just kind of, you know, a rare treat, honestly. I've talked before about how it's kind of a shame that Batman games so often just kind of boil down to running and punching, and that can be fun, but it'd be nice to have games that aren't that or aren't just that. Okay. So I mean, I guess it's kind of damning with faint praise to say that. Wait. Okay. So can't. To say that, like, well, the combat's not very good, so it's great that there isn't a lot of it, but no, I meant to run towards the left. Okay, sure, but you gotta try to find the positives where you can. But I do think it makes for kind of a neat vibe, just kind of exploring and moving around on your lonesome.
Boss Bird wants these guns down with the rest. Why does he need all this stuff? None of our business. It's his nest. He can do what he wants.
Okay, Penguin. Where are you taking those weapons? If I were you, I'd be tightening my grip on those hostages. So maybe that elevator leads down to the Arkham wing.
Yeah. How about I just guard this position?
Sir Sega Asterix Wolf 03. Greetings. What's up? Assault rifle. Okay, so I can drop down here and well, I guess this guy is just probably not turning around anytime soon. Door, okay, operated elsewhere, I guess.
This the days when there weren't no mask-wearing freaks screwing things up for everybody.
Can I walk underneath here? Sure can. Oh yeah, okay, right. Because even if they're off screen, I guess I can use this to see how far their vision cones go. Yep, can't move further than that.
I don't get paid enough for that. You gotta be kidding me.
Okay, I guess you're not hidden in the grates in this game. Well, I'm dead. Okay. Well, we're learning. With every death, we are learning slightly more about how this game operates. Like, I feel like that's not even like an Arkham thing. I feel like I would completely take for granted in a game like this that if you're like underneath the floor, that the guys wouldn't see you. But joke's on me.
First thing I'm gonna do is call my ma.
So, can I...
Boss is not really all there, is he?
Yeah, okay. Maybe I do want to take these guys out. I didn't really think opportunity would present itself necessarily, but... It's so weird that you... Like, yeah, the whole great takedown thing works completely different.
How about I just guard this position?
So I guess I want to see his pattern. Well...
See that?
Okay.
I know you're up there. Oh, that's gotta be embarrassing. I gotta cover this room with finest.
Alright, okay. Is the guy over to the right looking, or is he just hearing rumors that these other guys are being... Like, I'm scared to go to the right here and expose myself. It's great, because if he's right off screen looking to the right and turns around, he'll immediately see me. And I can't really get closer without, risking that, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, there we go. That,
I think I'll just wait for him to come to me.
the guy here on the left side was looking to the right, and then you have that guy on the right looking to the left. So I'm not sure if he's coming any closer, but...
Working for crazy people's really gonna bite me in the ass one of these
There we go. I guess he turned around. Oh, what the... Oh... I guess I can go up there.
Let's see if you can hide from this. Ha! You're mine. Where'd he go?
Like, what the fuck? This... How did he see me? Like, what the... Oh, what is this game? Like, the... Oh, the stealth shit is, like, shockingly bad. It's so confusing. Okay, well, I can get the doors here, I guess. Alright, well, I guess I would have needed to do that first anyway.
Hey, handsome. Looks like the inmates are beating themselves up in some kind of fight club in the exercise yard, so you don't have to do it yourself.
Alright, we'll see.
Check it out. Maybe Penguin's there, spectating.
Yeah. Map updated. Okay, we got some kind of objective. There's some kind of a secret or collectible or something up on, well, right kind of below where we are on screen. I guess it's like where we started in this room? Yeah, the whole kind of 3D navigation, it's definitely a bit awkward. Oh, okay, yeah, that's two of those things.
The boss ain't gotta worry about a thing.
Well, can I glide? Okay, well. So,
Yeah. How about I just guard this position?
according to the map... Oh, wait, above me. I see. Oh, you get there from that red dotted line. Okay, never mind. Well, let's try this again, shall we? Let's go. I wonder if I can get up and, like, batarang him or something. I wish this was a little faster, but noise from this alarm could distract enemies. Does that mean I can... batarang this?
Oh man, we got problems.
Barely hearing it. Okay.
How are we supposed to
Not very loud, but...
find him? He's hiding. And what?
Okay, well, I guess that's maybe what you're supposed to do. Worked better than the frontal assault. Okay, checkpoint. I feel like I'm gonna stop to do this every 5 seconds, but oh well. Maybe you only need to do this like the first time something. Well, who knows. Stack of crates. We need leverage. Well, maybe there's leverage over here. Or we just run around.
On me now.
Alright, cape's done. Combat's really not great. Really not great. The way they slide through the floor, it's like... it's so weird. I mean, that is super video gamey, and it stands out like a sore thumb because everything else isn't. But I mean, on top of that, it looks kind of glitchy. It doesn't really look right. Okay, there's some kind of a secret in that vent where I just was, but I guess to progress there we need the green key anyway, so no need to worry ourselves with that, really.
I got 10 packs of cigarettes spent on this tournament. I should be down there watching.
Penguin told us to stay here. We're staying here. You're not missing anything anyway. Just the boss trying to make an example of Turner.
But let me see how this works.
He's over here.
Nope, you still do like a silent takedown. And yeah, you get stuck in the animation, you can't do anything about it. I think I got the takedown. Wasn't able to counter the other guy in time, but I mean, it's worth it. Like, I'm still learning how a lot of this stuff works, so it's good opportunity to get to do this in such a like relatively low risk situation. Risk. It's kind of funny that the dodge is like, he doesn't really like jump. like a dive roll kind of thing, like in the other games. He just sort of does a little roll, a little tumble. Okay, well.
I got him. Got him.
Okay, alright. The way her attacks, like, miss. A little weird. When they're all, like, piling up next to you, just slide into position. Animations don't really line up. New guys just spawn. Okay, sure, why not? Okay, sure. I mean, I'll take it. It's at least not frustrating like the stealth segments. We need explosive. Controlled explosion. Yeah, okay. So I guess we need explosive gel. He didn't bring it here for whatever reason. Can I batarang this to blow it up, or crypto sequencer? Do I want to stand right next to it when I'm doing that? I mean, I guess I don't have a choice. Let's hack this bomb. Okay, there's like a little timer. I like how the barrels didn't actually explode, they just bounced off. Okay, I probably need the bat claw to open those kind of grates up. Aha. Little clue. Portion of a metal bracelet. 1 of 3 clues for ground 0. A piece of a bracelet whose hollowed interior contains the residue of a powerful explosive material. Scratches on it are consistent with manipulation by precision tools. DNA material found on the metal matches that of a villain known as Toyman. Alright, squeezing in some Batman references here and there. That's nice. Oh, that was the thing I just found. Okay. I wish you could walk while doing this. You could at least scan while you're walking. Now we gotta like stop to do it. Wait, let me try to see. Oh yeah, that's the question mark is behind that explosive. Or I was gonna explosive wall. That's not exactly what it is, but the breakable wall rather. Oh boy, stealth, gun guys.
That must lead to the exercise yard.
If we make it out of this, first thing I'm gonna do is call my ma.
All right, so let me just see here. I wonder if it says. Yeah, the vent cover could easily be pulled out of place, but I can't actually interact with it, so I guess I need the bat claw.
Working for crazy people's really gonna bite me in the ass one of these days.
Like, I can't trust that he can't see me through the floor, because it definitely seems like they can do that when they want to.
This outfit got serious rage issues.
Distract enemies. Oh, but I guess I can hang here in the foreground and do a ledge takedown, probably?
When's break time?
No, I guess not. Gotta... Nope. Okay. I definitely did a ledge takedown before, right? So I wonder why that's not a thing here. Am I standing underneath a solid floor? Well...
The boss ain't gotta worry about a thing.
And it's so weird, like, the rules for where you can jump and grapple are so, like, artificial that it's a little unintuitive. I feel like that ledge I just jumped to, why couldn't I just have grappled up there? Definitely a little strange. And I gotta say, even compared to the other Arkham games, these environments are not terribly inspiring. It's very... you know, ugly, worn down, dilapidated, industrial sort of buildings. Concrete and rust and steam and fire.
I need another way to the yard.
Not from where you are right now.
Not the most exciting in my opinion.
One of your bat thingies or something?
Not for this, no.
Well, I did find a storage room earlier. It was filled with Wayne Tech stuff. You know, the company that makes all those weapons and military gear. Maybe something in there could help you.
And unlike some of the other games, this game doesn't bother providing any kind of justification for Batman going in, like, completely with no gear.
Yeah.
Oh well.
How about I just guard this position?
So, let's see here. Poorly attached to the wall.
Nobody got a sense
This
of
here,
humor
then.
around here.
Oh, okay. It's like the same thing here. Okay. Got a few things to analyze over here. Locked door. Security panel. Penguin thug. Well, what about that green little box there? I guess that's in a different room.
I'll just wait for him to come to me.
So this guy... Oh yeah, we got two of these things up here. I guess we just gotta glide. Wait, can I... Can't batarang... I can batarang these guys, but I can't batarang... I feel... Well, actually, I can't even tell. Are those penguin things hanging in the back room over there? Because if they do, it's not gonna help me.
Crazy as he obviously is.
But, are these... Yeah, only that guy has the gun. So I guess if we just take him out...
See, there he is.
Should be fine. I'm just... Oh my god, the controls just do not work very well. Oh, he's out. Okay. The ground takedown shit just, like, does not work. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's like, obviously based on the combat system in the other games, but it really doesn't feel the same at all. It feels so kind of jerky and imprecise in comparison. It really doesn't feel great. And as much as I don't enjoy the stealth parts, like, it can still be reasonably satisfying if you do it well. Okay, so... There we go. Oh, that's... Sure doesn't make you feel very cool, but oh well. Hey, some freight cables. Can we batarang those cables or what? No, I guess not. Okay. Well, I guess we just glide over this fire pit. But that doesn't help us. We still can't bat claw this thing. Nice. You can press the grapnel button and he just pulls it out, but doesn't do anything. Surely I can't actually reach anything from here either. Wait, what the? Easily... Oh, okay. There we go. A, climb. Like, what the? Hold A, okay. Yeah, the part where you, like, move into the background like that is really weird. Okay, so can I quick batarang these things? Nope, I have to aim. Well, we got it. Mission accomplished. Little skip. No junk here. Wait, hang on. Oh, it's just these guys up here.
Let's break time. I can eat.
This guy alone? Who knows? I guess he is. Alright. Locked door, but to the right. That's going to give us, like, our first gadget upgrade, I guess. Wait, what the? Okay, wait, I have to go... Locked from the others. Oh, I see. I can crawl beneath here.
Man, this guy really has the boss worked up.
Okay. Okay, we got it. We got it. So this way. Okay, I see you, Penguin Cage. Okay, accept. Alright. And that hurt me too. Like, oh, this is so dumb. It's like shooting the thing made them drop, not me flying near them. So while I was readying the grapple thing... okay. Maybe I'll... Yeah, I guess I'm getting the grapnel or the bat claw. Yeah.
This ought to take care of that gate. I'll be in the yard in no time.
Up to equip. Oh, okay, so we got like different... Okay, yeah, makes sense. Got a little practice session here. Okay, cool. Okay, well this is just leading us into a little secret, looks like. Locked Wayne Tech crate. Well, we got the password, I guess. Armor reinforcement acquired. Components used to reinforce batsuit armor. 50% more damage for every 4 pieces collected. Ah, so that's probably batsuit. Oh, okay, never mind. Armor. Okay, I figured that would go under the suit because we've got these little icons. But maybe, yeah, I don't know. Actually, it doesn't make sense. I was gonna say maybe it'll change something here if we upgrade the armor, but that wouldn't be associated with this specific suit anyway. So, oh well. Great camera angle there. Fully is down, but probably doesn't. It will appear meaningless. But I guess we get to practice using it. So now we can just swing back to the room we were in, or just go back this way, I guess. Oh, we probably actually need to do that to get out. It didn't even occur to me. And can we now take this path back? Nope, we cannot. We gotta go through here. And, oh, right, we got in through here. I see, I see. Is there something here? Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we didn't do this, obviously, so... What's in here? Something, right? Yeah, a little clue. Burn needle nose pliers. Ooh. Oh, okay, I didn't read it. Well, fine. That was clue 2 out of 3 for the round 0 case. Hope we finish at least one of those cases, if only to get an idea of what the kind of rewards are that you actually get for doing it. I'm not probably going to go out of my way to complete any of them anyway, but it's just nice to have some idea of what might await you for doing such and such. Oh yeah, I guess we were locked in here. Okay, hang on. There's something right above me? Oh, this map is so... difficult to parse. No, it's not here, but if I'm standing here... It's in the background. Oh, that's probably that thing? Okay, so you probably go up through the hole in the background, however you get there. Actually, I guess that looks to be through this vent. No, it's not. Up. Okay, no, I probably just got to go to the bottom and use the bat claw to get in through some vent in the background. Get there. Unless we can go through... Okay, no, I think I understand. It's down here and to the left. Because I think there was a vent here on the wall, right? Yes. Hold A. Wait for that animation to finish. There we go. Oh, okay. Alright, it's first person controls now. I see. Now we're in like the background layer. And we can go up here, and there's the box. Defeating enemies with full health will charge a rush bar. More damage is dealt per rush bar. Taking damage will empty a rush bar. Defeat enemies with full health to fill rush bars and do more damage. Avoid taking damage. Well, yeah, okay. So that's probably that little blue thing on the right of my life bar. So now I have... So I guess that like increased my capacity for rush bars from 0 to 1. And we'll get more upgrades that allow us to fill up more stocks of our rush meter. I see, I see. Yeah, I think one of the things that kind of bother me with this game is like it's the idea of making a game like this isn't terribly flawed in itself, but there's two things that I think there's two issues I can see, and that is... Oh, okay. Well, that was pointless. The combination of the map being difficult to read and the space that you're moving through being kind of difficult to parse. Like, if you have a 2D map, you can learn your way around it. If you have full 3D movement, you can learn, you can like familiarize yourself with the space and learn to navigate it. But there's a bunch of sort of mental gymnastics needed to figure out how to navigate this space. Where the heck was that? I think we're backtracking to this room. Am I not backtracking too far here? Like, because of how these different parts connect, and because you're like constantly changing the sort of axis you're moving on, it's really, really difficult to keep a mental map of where you're going, because it's like you're changing. Yeah, you're like changing the. It's like if you have gravity on different directions or something. You're looking at a map, or it's hard to explain, but it's really, really hard to get a sense for how, like, just spatially these rooms fit together, which makes it... I mean, I have a terrible sense of direction to begin with. So I'm struggling a lot with trying to remember how these rooms connect. And everything kind of looks the same, and looking at the map barely helps. We'll see. Okay, so let me just go down here. Because this took us there. I just need to see the room again, because I don't remember what the room looked like. I'm almost positive it is way further back, but because it wasn't like on the top right of this room. Oh, hello. Cell block birdcage. I mean, I guess this this was worth going back for. Yeah, because it was a different, like, stairwell or something. Well, let's just backtrack further and drop down already. There you go. And hopefully we'll come back to it. The map isn't a very good, like, how do I see how I get here? Like, it's... And this red dotted line, well, it's not really red. Could I go through there? After getting... Where the hell does that even lead? Because this room right here was... Fuck, I'm so confused. Actually, let's go here and let's see if we can follow that other dotted line. That led up to that little secret thing. Right, so if I go up here... Where does this lead? This is the way I took originally, I think, but makes no difference. Should at least put us back out in the same room. Right. So above me and to the left. Did I go there? This is where I was going. Okay. It was at the top of this room. Yeah, because I never made it up to that top part. Jesus Christ. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That's what I meant to do. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, that's... Alright, those two things. Right. Well, we got those. Excellent. Sub Ninja Kid. Like, I need the Flash to save us. Queen song. Oh, boy. Yeah. Flash could have this done much quicker. Yeah, like I was excited to play this. I'm not excited anymore. I'm kind of I feel like this is just going to be a big old slog. All I can hope for is that this game isn't very long. Enough force, we're probably gonna like drop this thing down. Hold. So how do I activate that penguin cage then? I can't like batarang it. No, never mind. I guess I can. Why could I not do that before? Clues around here? No, I guess not. Wait. How was I supposed to get that penguin cage up there? Well, maybe I meant to go back for it. Prisoner's slipper. Life on the line. 1 out of 5. Standard issue prison slipper with the name Turner written on marker on the strap. Okay, okay. Okay, so I assume this is going to take us to that yard somehow or another. Boy, I didn't mean to do that. I keep getting the detective mode and map buttons mixed up. Very much a case of the console game exists, why would you bother? Yeah, like it's... I mean, it's different enough that it's... I mean, I wouldn't say that it's... Like, I see what you're saying, and I don't disagree. But it's more like, it's more the why would you bother part than specifically because the other game existing, because it's not really that the console game makes this redundant. It's more that that game is great and this one isn't. But like I said that before too, like this whole game I feel like feels very exposed hook, right?
We are getting paid for this gig, right? What was that?
Like this exists because there's
He could be anywhere. Got him.
because there's like some obligation. Like I feel like this was, you know, obviously games are to a large part business driven, but this is a type of game I feel like kind of stands out as being particularly, you know, born out of the business, you know, opportunities rather than, you know, creatively what kind of Batman game would we want to do. But like, well, here's a market segment that we can reach with a different product. Let's shit something out there and like not really give it proper time and budget. So as a result, you get this kind of very small. Well, the problem with it isn't that the game is small, but like trying to parade as like, and I feel like this was a very PS Vita kind of issues. Like the Vita getting a lot of games that were, instead of being tailored to the handheld experience, you got like just watered down versions of console games. You know, especially the kind of first generation, first party Vita stuff, where we got like the Vita versions of Uncharted and I don't know, Wipeout or whatever else it was.
Batman, welcome to my arena. Much more entertaining than
Hey, what's up, Atomic Runner?
I think you'll agree.
So I guess that's Bronze Tiger.
We're fresh out of prison, guys, to challenge our reigning champion, Bronze
Yeah.
Tiger. Simple rules, gentlemen. The one that doesn't die keeps fighting.
Enough, Penguin. I'm not your puppet.
Tiger, you became my toy when you declined to join the ranks of my soldiers. Now, it's play or die.
So I guess this game has boss fights.
But I'm sure you do the same in my position.
I wouldn't be in your position, Turner.
It was an accident.
Enough, Gavin! To the death!
Like these weird, like puppet-looking characters, like art style. Oh yeah, right. That's how you. But it's just like the Catwoman fight, I guess. Wait to parry and then we cape stun. Is that it? Yeah, I can't counter that, I guess. Gotta like roll under him or something. Then stun and then mash. Okay. Still probably like a better boss fight than the first two games. Oh, I see. We got combos. I'm not sure how or why I jumped through him, but sure, I'll take it. Okay. Ouch. Alright, that's kind of neat. But yeah, it's like not very, very exciting, really, is it? Okay, there we go. Achievement unlocked.
To the death, Batman! Finish him!
Just do it.
No. This is my arena, Batman. You're my toy to play with. Get in there.
It's so weird, like with the characters, it's not just the art that is different, but like the design. Like Penguin looks completely different in the cutscenes than in the game. Like his hairstyle is totally different.
Penguin's yours, Batman. I'll hold the line here.
There's too many of them. You're hurt too badly.
He's got another crew deeper in the prison. I don't know what they're guarding, but it's something important. Go!
The entrance to the Arkham wing.
Batman. Thanks.
Astro Boy games, yeah. The Treasure Astro Boy game is. I never played it, but I kept hearing good things about it for about 20 years.
Penguin's blood. The trail ends under that debris pile.
Okay, can I not do anything here with that? I see. But yeah, like even it's like the curse of a platform like the Vita, where because it was like powerful enough to sort of kinda do console style games, I guess there was a perception that that's what you should do and that's what people want, and that's what some people wanted, I'm sure. But it's kind of like I'm thinking of like looking at Xbox Live Arcade on the. I mean, technically there was an XBLA on the original Xbox, but it started proper on 360, where it took a while for it to be kind of established what kind of games you put on there. The early XBLA releases were all like literal arcade ports. It was like Contra and Pac-Man and whatever, like 80s arcade games. And they had like this, the 50 megabyte size limit and everything. You couldn't really put bigger games on there because, it was designed so that if you bought the 360 without the hard drive, you should still be able to play those games from a memory card or whatever. It was a big deal when Symphony of the Night came out in like 2008 or whenever it was, because they like raised the limit to 100 megs or whatever to like make that game work. And I feel like that there was a movement to kind of movement is the wrong word, but like developing trends, I guess, in like going from these super tiny games to trying to do more sort of elaborate like console style games. Even though there was like a very sharp delineation between, full on retail console games and like download games, which has like by now completely evaporated. But I think there was still like, if not, mechanically, at least aesthetically, I think that it might have been like Symphony of the Night. I think worked because it was a specific game that had a very strong following. But if you were to release like an original game with that kind of aesthetic, it would be harder back then than it would be these days. Like these days, kind of, with the PS4, when the PS4 like launched and had a strong emphasis on like indie stuff. Do I batarang? I guess, okay. The PS4 launched and there was a strong kind of initiative to get having more like indie games and stuff. Like, I feel like that's kind of when that perception of like, in order to release a game, you need to have a, to justify a game being on a console, it needs to make the most use of that console's power. I mean, I'm sure, you still have people argue in that way. There'll be a trailer for like, Stardew Valley or whatever it is, and you'll probably have a lot of people go like, oh, what the hell is this doing on whatever? This, should be on Super Nintendo or, bullshit like that. But I still feel like those kind of sentiments are not the norm. Obviously there's the business. People release those kinds of games, and in the case of Stardew Valley, obviously to massive success. So it's been proven that you can do that. You don't need, you can have a game that can run on PS4 and Switch, And, you know, if it was still a viable platform, Vita or 3DS or whatever, and, you know, a game doesn't per definition have to like maximize the performance and power of the console. But that's kind of like cyclical. Like it's I feel like this game and like the Vita in general, like it eventually sort of found its niche as a great portable system to play a lot of indie games and 2D games and stuff. Sort of like how the Switch is now, you know. Except the Switch obviously has a lot of, you know, Nintendo first party and proper console games and everything too. But I feel like it took a while to get there, and Sony definitely didn't really understand that before essentially discontinuing the Vita. They pictured it as being, you know, they pictured the kind of sales pitch for the Vita as like being able to play PS3 games on the go. But it turned out that that wasn't really that desirable, I guess. And this game, I feel like, is not the most clear example. There's definitely games that are more like a typical PS3 game. But there's definitely an element of that. Like, I feel like if they had put out a portable companion game, if that had been a thing, for Arkham Knight, or, you know, just a few years later or something, maybe they would have had the sense. It's more likely, I feel like, that they would have had the sense to make something more tailor-made for a portable console. High-end graphics for games like icing for cake. It's great if you have it. One always goes beyond first impressions. Well, I think my argument isn't that for the, you know, for or against high-end graphics or anything like that. But it's more that the pursuit of, I mean, the graphics is one part of it, but it's not all of it, of course. But like the pursuit of that sort of high fidelity, that kind of premium experience can, and in some cases does, get in the way of like the game. You know, this was on 3DS too, and I'm sure it's, you know, not the most, like, this version looks fancier than that version, I'm sure. But even so, like, it probably looks fine. You know, it probably does a fine job of portraying this, whatever. Oh, and I'm back here. I see. Did we actually get anything from going to the yard? I don't even remember. We fought Bronze Tiger, and he told us about the Arkham Wing or something or other. I don't think we actually got anything, but I guess we can go back now? Well, whatever. Oh, right, we're following the blood trail, I forgot. But I get, well, hang on. Let's maybe not lose that trail. Wait, it led right through here. Okay, never mind. But, you know, looking at, you know, there on the DS, there was The Brave and the Bold, which was an awesome, like, pixel art 2D action platformer, which was, in my mind, more enjoyable than the console game. And then there was, like, the Lego Batman on the DS, which I thought was definitely not great. And, like, then this. So it's like, if they'd, I don't know, I feel like a 2D, even if it had graphics similar to this, just being like a proper 2D game that's built like a video game and not like trying to mimic this, like I still feel like there's a, it's not the visuals or the presentation per se, but it's more like the general idea, the pursuit of trying to be like a big fancy console game in one aspect or another, that sort of is at the root of this game being not great, I guess. Hang on. Okay, so we see the blood here. Well, I guess we'll go to the left here and see if we find any more blood in this room. Okay, there we go. Wait, it's like a panel. Wait, who's what? Oh, we're going down, I guess.
Does anyone else feel as stupid as I do?
Can I? Well, we'll see.
The freaking bat's right here.
That worked great. Oh shit, the takedown actually worked. Well, never mind. You can't batarang him. Just mash. Alright. But it's weird too, because like on the one hand I feel like, oh, maybe I could have done something with that thing. Alright, well. Like on the one hand, I've said like, you know, if this game had come later, you know, once you kind of get over that hump of realizing that, you know, what should and shouldn't be done or could or couldn't be done as like on a portable or whatever. But that's kind of irrelevant because this is kind of the last generation really of portable games being portable games, you know? Like there aren't really portable consoles anymore. There's mobile and then there's the Switch, which is just a console. What's up, Killer Miller? Is this game Metroidvania-like? Like, I think you can say, yes. I mean, it's, map updated. Okay. So, yeah. So, we've got the map like this. Well, I mean, if you were to put it in any kind of genre box, that's the one you'd put it in. But it's a little peculiar. It's not, like, 2D fully. I mean, it is and it isn't, because you can see here on the map that most rooms are kind of hallway-shaped, sort of. But they kind of bend around corners. And you have certain rooms where there's like foreground and background layers. And certain parts, especially when you're like outdoors or in kind of these larger halls, they make use of the 3D space in a way that's like honestly really confusing. And you have stuff like this. You kind of pop into the foreground and background. I can go into that little tunnel. I'm not a fan. Because it gets really disorienting. Alright, can I punch this guy now? And it's got like a really shitty version of the ARKHAM combat. So combat encounters... yeah, and enemies just melt through the floor. Like, there's no jump button. Controls are basically completely like the console ARKHAM games. You hold the A button to run, and then you jump if there's a ledge. But, like, you can only move back or left and right. Up and down does nothing. There's no, like... Well, I was going to say there's no crouching. Well, there is. You hold RT to crouch, just like in the console games. But it doesn't really have, like, platforming and jumping and climbing like you would expect from a 2D game. Because it's, like, built like an ARKHAM game. Honestly, I find it very strange, because it's... Somehow it didn't see me. Boy.
I get the feeling the boss doesn't really care about us, you know?
And sometimes you just get seen through walls and stuff. That's really cool. Got lucky here, I guess.
We oughta...
I don't know if you heard that. Okay, I can't go... There we go. He's gonna see that other dude, I guess, and come running.
Highly marketable skills.
I wished and had thought that there would be more... That it would play more like you'd expect from a typical 2D Metroid-style game. But, yeah, because, like, in order to kind of feel more like an ARKHAM game, I feel like it makes a lot of awkward and inappropriate, or at least non-beneficial, compromises, or like, what's the word? Concessions? So clearly that's... Okay, never mind. So there's definitely a question mark, like, right here. I thought that ceiling vent was a thing. Okay, slightly this way? Oh, wait. No, that's not a thing. That's a thing. I can't bat claw it. Controlled explosion. Okay, I gotta blow it up. But presumably I'd come from above? Maybe there's another room and we'll come back here. Who knows? Where am I going? Penguin's blood trail. I guess Batman just figured out where the blood trail leads. But like the way these rooms connect, to me, as someone with a poor sense of direction, like admittedly, I find it incredibly disorienting. I kind of wish that everything would have been on a flat 2D plane. It would have been so much easier. So there's a thing above me, but I can't grapple to it. Yeah, so how do I... Okay, let's go around here. And stuff like this, like the things you're allowed to like grapple towards is completely arbitrary. Can I... Okay, now I can get the code here. I'm going here now. Oh well. Play this on 3DS. Yeah, I'm sure, I mean, if you're going to play this game, I'm sure this is the version to play, if only to just get, you know, higher resolution, sharper graphics so you can kind of see what's happening. And just better performance. It's like, yeah, playing this at like a 10th of the resolution with 30 FPS or whatever. Like, yeah, that doesn't make it more appealing. Heavy Gauntlet. Components used to reinforce batsuit gauntlets, increasing damage dealt in melee combat. Inventory. Okay, I guess we have all 4 components here. We can just get more of them. Okay, sure. 25% damage. I'll take that. Hey, why don't we mix it up while we're here in the menus? We can look at this. I guess it doesn't say how we get... There's a bunch of suits. I mean, that's cool, but... I feel... Oh, yeah. Reduces bullet damage. I guess we should have played with this all along. Wow. It looks so weird. So, like, out of place. It looks... Does not look good, does it? Oh, boy. This is weird. But it kind of makes it feel like we're playing an original Xbox game or something. So that's kind of cool.
That's it for Penguin's blood trail. Door's locked from the other side. Catwoman, you know of any other ways under the cell blocks?
There's an old supply entrance west of the facility that takes you underground. Maybe try that.
Lighthouse, okay. So, okay, sure, but... Oh, that's incredibly confusing. This, okay, so this is where I was supposed to go. I didn't, like, the isometric perspective of this map. Like, it's not that they did a bad job with the map. It's just like you're kind of fucked. Like you're painting yourself into a corner designing the game like this, because if you don't have like full 3D, you know, camera control looking at the map, then it's going to be, you're going to create room for that kind of confusion. But at the same time, like, you don't want to overcomplicate it. You don't, you know, having a map that essentially requires 3D like navigation is like probably not the way to go either. But instead, like, it's just... Wait, so the platform to the right. That way. Like, the problem as I see it is definitely like how it was sort of designed to begin with. Well, obviously I can't glide all the way over there. Maybe there's a line launcher, like the rope, whatever. Horizontal traveling thing. Unless I... Yeah. Well, maybe I'll figure out a way to get there eventually. Yeah, like, I feel like so much of the issues with this could have been prevented by just, like, doing the game fully 2D to begin with. But when you're, like, committing to maintaining the exact same navigation and like, movement of those other games, like, yeah, okay, I guess we can't have a jump button because it's Arkham. So, because of that, we also can't have platforming and jumping. So, to make it more interesting, let's move in and out of the background.
Close to beating Batman hand to hand.
For maximum confusion. Hey, what's up, Team Big Boss? I have this game on Steam because I bought Night on launch. I have this game on Steam, but I don't know when... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I vaguely recall... I think I bought this through some Brazilian... like... gray market... key... reseller. Because I remember buying a couple of games from there. But, like... I can't remember. I don't think I bought this, like, as it came out. Because I don't think I was particularly excited to play it. I probably bought it because it happened to be available for like $5 while I was there to buy Mortal Kombat X or something. Because I played this like 30 minutes or something on Steam before this. And yeah, obviously I didn't really get into it. But, you know, it's serendipitous, worked out that I happened to have it in my library for this. I would have bought it to play it for this, but... I would have, you know, I'm glad that I didn't have to. It's not about the money spent per se, but it's more like, well, if I'm going to play this anyway, I'm glad I have it. I don't need to, like, deliberately buy it again to play it now. Yeah, what's up, Sword Fam? Yeah, like, it's, you know, I don't generally like to support that kind of thing because it's, yeah, you know, a lot of it's really, it is pretty shady. For this game in particular, I guess I'm not going to feel that bad. I also got Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite for like $12 when it came out or something. Like I ain't going to feel too bad about that. And like I said, I think I bought Mortal Kombat X that way. But I did also buy, you know, the console and Season Pass and a bunch of DLC on PS4 as well. Because the PC port was broken as hell when it came out. So through the PC port tonight to get this free. Yeah, I still need to look into...
Waiting.
Oh, this sucks. Well, I guess we're just gonna... No. Ah, fuck, I tried to batarang. Okay, I guess none of these guys had... guns like I thought they did, so we're fine. Yeah, I still need to look into how I should play Arkham Knight when we get to it. Because I have it on PS4 with like all the DLC. But I also have it on Epic because it was free a while back. And if it runs, like I imagine that the PC version is going to run much better than the console version. And now I'm like getting used to playing all these games on PC. It's going to be really tough to go back to like, you know, struggling to maintain 30 FPS on console. But I'm sure I don't have the DLC in the Epic version, so...
Can't get across that
yeah,
gap.
I'll need to do a little research and figure out what's the best way to go about it.
Putting in new elevators in the administration building. Maybe there's one of our cable launchers lying around somewhere.
Yeah, we're gonna need the cable launcher. It's still, like I said, Batman just went in here with no gear for no apparent reason, but oh well. Epic Store version is apparently the best version. That's good to know. Can I... Oh, okay. So we need the line launcher, so we're gonna go back to the map. Like his pose, like what is he doing with his arms? It looks maybe better with the bulkier, like standard model, but this model, it looks... It's like standing with his hands like this. It looks ridiculous. Okay, well, back to the map we go. Like, the controls feel kind of sticky and sluggish in a weird way. Which, like, feels extra bad in this kind of 2D sort of thing. It's very strange. Yeah, he's very dorky. And I've been putting off doing that Arkham Knight research, but we're not far off now, because after this game, it's Lego Batman 3, I believe, and then Arkham Knight. But I'm a little scared, I guess, because like even if I boot it up and it seems to run, I've heard all kinds of things about the PC version that like even when it was quote-unquote fixed, like there's still a lot of issues with it, so that maybe there's stuff that we wouldn't even necessarily, you know, how long do I need to play before we start having issues with it? Stuff like that remains to be seen. But, and I also don't know. I'm assuming that I would have vastly better performance on PC, but I guess I don't know that for a fact either. Reinforced steel door, but it's not locked, I guess. Guess I'd be done before announcing the new game. Yeah, I mean, for a while, when they first started putting out the same image 8 months ago or whatever, I, you know, I thought that it was going to be announced at like E3 or whenever it was, to maybe be released, you know, at the end of last year or early this year. At which case, obviously, it would have been kind of an edge case maybe, but very much possible that it would come out while we were still doing this. But at this rate, because nothing else has been announced, I'm assuming that they are basically holding off on announcing anything formally until, you know, Sony and Microsoft has started talking more about their consoles. Oh, okay. These guys just spawned. Okay. Okay, I thought I'd batarang these guys maybe, but no. They just spawned during a cutscene. I can't batarang... Oh, for fuck's sake. You can't quick batarang stuff in this game. You need to, like, aim the batarang. It kind of sucks. You know, there's been these weird, awkward little teases of that whatever night hack and slash game that was a PS5 game at the Game Awards. And obviously Microsoft had a little bit to show.
Joker.
But we haven't really seen anything proper. So whenever they're doing any of these kind of console reveal events, you know, they're going to want to have games to show.
I'm sure you'll see more of my improvements as you go along.
And I expect to see a bunch of third-party stuff there too.
I'm not going anywhere, Joker, and neither are you. You'll give me the codes for the crypto sequencer and we'll end this here.
No, I don't think so. I'm going to the Warden's office to finish my alterations, while you go find the Warden. I won't even make you search, that's how gracious a host I am. The Warden's in the conference room. He's tied up in a meeting, and tempers are running high. He's an explosive, you might say.
Okay, I'm not sure how that works, but... Yeah, so like, you know, I figure whenever Sony are doing like a PS5 reveal event and Microsoft's probably doing something for the Xbox, they're going to have a bunch of games to show, and that's going to be, you know, there's going to be a bunch of games not yet announced that are going to basically be, you know, the marketing for those games are kind of going to start there, I would guess. And at this rate, I definitely expect that Batman game to be part of that.
I'm not big on play.
Because, like, if you have a game in the pipeline
Not yet.
not announced for release in this fiscal year, like by Q1 this year, why wouldn't you just wait to put it on the next consoles and have it launch early there?
Would have been nice to know that a little earlier.
Because, you know, even though I'm sure we'll also get, well, pending the backwards compatibility situation, I'm sure there's going to be that kind of transitional period is going to be even longer, or like that kind of overlap of current gen games coming to next gen consoles or vice versa. I can only assume it's going to be longer than last time. So yeah, I'm sure there's going to be games, you know, RE3 or whatever. I mean, that's a good example, I guess, because Capcom puts everything on every console, which is pretty cool. But, you know, you'll have stuff like that come out for next-gen consoles eventually also. But I could see if they want to put out a game on PS4 and PS5, that they wouldn't want to release it on PS4 like 4 months before the launch or something. They'd rather wait. I mean, a lot of speculation there, but I figure that kind of makes sense. So, what's that connecting to? Confused. Where did I even come from? Well, let's try this door, I guess. Can't grapple up there. So at this rate, I assume that the new Batman game's coming out in fall anyway. Supposedly WB have 3 licensed games. The Harry Potter... Oh yeah, I vaguely recall something about that. Batman and Golem game. Alright, well, I'm interested in the Batman one. The other ones I don't really care about. But, you know, between... Yeah, we need the line launcher. Between, you know, doing this Batman project and also enjoying the Arkham games in general and enjoying Arkham Origins in particular, I'm going to want to play the new Batman game when it comes out regardless. So I might as well do it on stream as like a little follow-up to this. Whenever it does come out. Hey, what's up, James? Yeah, we've been going for a while, but you kind of haven't missed that much. I don't know. This game is not great. Nearby crypto security panel. Like on the other side or something? Well. Ooh, wow, we can actually grapple midair. Amazing. The first hour of this game was mostly trying to figure out the controls. Well, I mean, I guess we're kind of still trying to figure out the controls. And understanding how the game wants us to do... stealth and shit. Okay, so... Is this because I already hacked this door? Did I go here? God. Everything about this game is so confusing. What does it say? Inactive crypto. Okay, so I gotta go turn it on. I see. Goodness of games only loosely correlated with joy of stream. That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
If timing. You just happened to show up on the day the prison decided to spray for bats.
If that wasn't the case, I'd be in deep trouble because I don't play a lot of good games. Okay. Well, I guess I'm gonna get out of here. Ouch. My feet. Oh. Can't hack our way there. That claw. Oh, I gotta analyze it first. Vents. Nope. Okay. Oh, I'm trying to... There we go. I was mashing the jump button, but it did nothing. Luckily, he didn't attack. It's weird because, like, on one hand, the game is kind of exactly what I would expect, or, like, it's sort of bland in the ways, or, like, what I don't like about it is what I expected to not like about it. But it's, at the same time... surprising, or like, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Looks fragile, but I can't... Never mind, I just batarang it. Okay, I see. Despite kind of knowing or guessing what I was in for, it still manages to, like, I don't know, file under disappointed but not surprised, maybe. Yeah, we swapped suits. I mean, he looks goofy and doesn't fit in, but I don't think the game looks great to begin with. So, yeah, as I said before, like it's reminding me of the animated series games on the original Xbox, but it's like HD version of that. You can kind of pretend, and you know, because you spend a lot of the time not fighting or like, you know, with no other characters on screen. So as long as you only see Batman on screen, like the illusion kind of works. And it kind of does make it more appealing. Ah, a little clue. Yeah, so we got these little case files. I guess you'll get something for collecting. Can I not? Oh, I have to press A. I see. I'm guessing you get something for completing a case, but what you get, I have no idea. There's like 7 or 8 costumes, I think, to unlock as well. I'm assuming we're going to get very few, if any, of those before we finish the game, but kind of curious to see what they might look like. Because the 2 I have, which is the... what was it called? 0 Year New 52 costume. And this one, I assume, came from some kind of... I'm like stuck. I assume came from just bundled in the Steam version, or maybe I got it, you know, retailer bonus or something like that. I don't know. I definitely didn't pay for extra DLC. But the way the menu is like designed, I assume the others are unlockable in the game. But like, yeah, if every character had this art style, I would like the visuals of this game more for sure. Like, I've never liked the visuals of the Arkham games particularly, and even if Arkham Knight is the best looking one, or Arkham Origins, a lot of the characters in this, I don't know, some of them don't really look like they do in that game either. But it also doesn't benefit, like, everything being kind of squished down into this sort of, you know, even if this is the fancy HD Steam version, it's still kind of like a, you know, Vita game. The character models, like, they aren't as detailed. Oh, I'm on the left side? Oh my god, it's... oh, I hate the map so much in this. Because this is what I wanted to check. I foolishly assumed that right on the map would be right in-game, but I was a fool. Right. But whatever it is over there, I can only assume that we're going to need the line launcher to get across this here, so... oh well. Like, you know, Batman and Joker and Penguin, like, these guys are all, you know, they look, or are based on, at the very least, the Arkham Origins versions, but some of the thugs and other guys, like, kind of don't look it, really. But, you know, of course, it's like a different development team and everything. There's a lot of different aspects to the visuals, and, yeah, the whole environment in this game, not very exciting. I guess it's got a little more of that grime that I don't like. You know, it's I complain a lot about the character designs in, like, the Rocksteady games all looking dirty and grimy. And it kind of extends to the environments, too. And here, yeah, we got that everything is rusty and dirty and dilapidated, and it's just not appealing to look at. It's like... So this is going to be a problem.
I'm beginning to think taking this job weren't such a good idea.
Well, let's not do a takedown. Let's just...
There he is. What? I want to hesitate.
Because, yeah, in the other games, if you do a great takedown, you just jump up and slam them with a DDT or whatever. But here, you jump up and try to choke him out, so you just get shot by the other guy when you try to do it. It really doesn't work. Yeah, I never watched Beware the Batman, but that was... it seemed to have been not very... long for this world. Wait, 8-0... Or 0 something, 0. There we go, that's gotta be it. Yeah. Hack. I like that the hacking sequence is, like, pretty quick. Green Lantern show I don't think I've ever even heard of.
For now. It's too dangerous out there.
Okay, you got it.
I guess we can go this way. Oh, I feel like I get, like... I don't know if motion sickness is the right word for it, but looking at this map, I just feel like queasy. Maybe I'm just getting food poisoning or something and I'm associating it with this map. But it is definitely disorienting. It's difficult to look at, and you know, that's a problem for a game like this. When traversal and exploration is like the main game mechanic, and it's like difficult, like not challenging within the game's rules, but just like physically difficult, that's really not a good sign. Flashing door upstairs, it's probably where I came from. Oh, it's like so... Oh. I feel like I don't do anything but groan and moan and whine over how awful this is, but it kind of really is, though. He looks so silly. Like the way he extends his fingers, like he's kind of palming his hand, or like, you know, cupping his hands when he's standing still. But then when he starts walking, he just whoop, just goes like this. It's cracking me up. Oh, now where the heck am I? Well, like a lot of these rooms are weirdly... big old stealth sequence. These suck. Yeah, I can at least go up here where I should be invisible. Covert position. This. Okay.
I just had work done on my teeth. Hope I can keep them in my head.
Well, let's just do that.
I admit it. I ain't smart enough to find you. Just come out and let's get it.
We gotta cover this room and find this freak.
Hey, what if I
know you're out there.
go over here?
Watching, laughing.
Where are you? Hey, you okay, man? You need some help?
Okay, so I've got... Okay. I should wait, like...
Where is this idiot?
Yeah, I can do that.
And we got problems.
Because you're, like, poorly equipped to take on these guys. Even compared to the other games. Like the proper Arkham games.
That's gotta be around here somewhere. Better you than me, buddy.
Alright. That worked out. A lot of these other rooms we went to before, like, I feel like there wasn't enough environmental stuff to take him out. At least not this easy. Had my doubts, but I gave the show a chance. It was much better than I thought it would be. Only got one season. Yeah, I feel like Green Lantern, like, just the, you know, the setting feels like it would make for a good cartoon. Because you could have, like, crazy, weird space adventures and, you know, colorful characters and everything. Literally and figuratively. 9-2. Aha. I mean, I'm not like super into or knowledgeable about like Green Lantern lore or much of DC in general, but like I said, I think it seems like it could be cool.
Wish I could say it's been a gas, but it hasn't. This is a gas.
Wrong, Jarek. This isn't brutality. This is a fatality. Or whatever. Okay, wait. Well, I guess we... Wait. Can we go out here? Doesn't look like there's coming gas from here. Still being gassed, though. No, never mind. Okay, we've recovered. That's not a knife. This is a gas. Okay. Oh, boy. Oh, shit. We got, like, electrified vents. Okay, we're getting into some video gamey shit here. I respect that. Can't, like, disable this or anything. Wait. Oh, okay. It's just the actual thing. Okay. Ah! Like, I haven't seen it in a long time, and I don't know what I would think about it now, but I actually didn't hate the Green Lantern movie. Everyone really hated that movie. And I'm sure it's not great. And I think probably what made me like the Green Lantern movie wasn't particularly that it was a great movie or a great Green Lantern movie, but more than I wanted to like it. And I liked the kind of promise of what it could have been, if that makes sense. Like, I guess basically what I'm saying is Mark Strong is cool. So, and he, well, I was gonna say he made, I guess, a great Sinestro, but it was like kind of, well, he wasn't really a villain in the first movie. They didn't make a sequel. Obviously, they were like setting up for a sequel, and that would have been awesome to see. I mean, not awesome in the sense of the first movie was so great, but an actual good sequel with Mark Strong in a bigger role would have been great. Because I guess also, like, I wouldn't say that that movie was like completely my introduction to Green Lantern per se, but I've only otherwise seen it, Green Lantern, the character, like in kind of bit parts, tangential stuff here and there. Oh, okay. Well, I guess these guys don't have guns, so this is fine. So getting to see some of that stuff, like the, you know, space cop shit, alien stuff, like it's same thing, you know, whether it's live action or a cartoon, like it's just a cool setting that I would have wanted to enjoy a lot, even if it wasn't great. And I'm really not a fan of Ryan Reynolds for that matter, so for some people he might have been a draw or like something to make the movie more palatable. To me, I think it was kind of the other way around. But like I said, I saw it when it came out, and I have not revisited it since. Not convinced I would actually really like it. Oh, do I need to analyze it first? No? Okay, what does it actually say? Loosely attached, it could be knocked out of place. Oh, batarang it. Alright, let's... Okay, I thought we were going to ventilate this, but... Are we ventilating it? No, okay, I just gotta go down. Hop up. I see. Aside from it being a little time-consuming and tedious here and there, I really do like this, like, analyze thing. Like, it you know, it's... gives the whole Batman Vision thing, like, some kind of mechanical purpose and depth. And the way you can sort of find secrets with it. I kind of like that. Can I... Yeah, I'm gonna get over... Yeah, I can't batarang this. I mean, Ryan Reynolds is, like, a very popular actor. He is, like, I have no complaints about his performance in Deadpool, but I would say the same thing there. Like, he was fine in the role, but it's not really... He's not really what makes those movies for me, I guess. It's funny, when you walk close to them, they explode, but if you throw a batarang, they just break. Well, whatever. A thing. What do we got? Oh, the line launcher, obviously. Like, having to sort of stop. I mean, you don't have to, but you're incentivized to stop and scan around. I wish, like, if you could walk while scanning, it would be a little less tedious. Oh, shit, that's... It's a lot faster than in the other games. That's nice. Wait, are we going up or down? Wait, there's a door down there. Oh, this is how I get back? Wait, hang on. Yeah, that... Wait, no, hang on. There's something over there. It's a secret. Let's open palm, sneak all the way over there. Aha, little box. Strong points of Green Lantern was almost entirely in space, had a ton of character depth. All characters were fleshed out and interesting. Cowl for the... Oh! Interesting. So that's how it works. That's why we see... Because when I went to this, like, there's, you know, what are these icons? I don't get it. But now I understand. They are collectibles, and it's because we collect one piece at a time. That's cool. So even if we're unlikely to actually complete any of these suits, with some luck, we'll at least collect one piece of enough of them to get a good overview of what suits are in the game. And definitely, yeah, I strongly commend this game for allowing changing suits before beating the game. Whether I'm a fan of getting gameplay bonuses attached to the suits, I don't know. I mean, I'm glad I can equip this and be able to sustain more gunfire. That makes the game less annoying. But if I want to equip a cooler looking suit and lose that bonus, that's going to be annoying. I really like the way Spider-Man did it, the Sony Spider-Man game, where every suit you get has like a bonus attached to it.
Over here.
But you basically, the bonus effect, you just sort of happen to unlock a bonus effect when you unlock a suit. And you can always pair any suit with any effect. Blocking the vent will stop the flow. So I guess we're going to figure out a way to do that eventually so we can go down. Well, maybe there isn't. Yeah, okay, there's definitely something down there. Yeah. Cool. More important than being powerful. I mean, it can depend. Oh, it's just events. I mean, I don't disagree. But, like I said, if... If the game is difficult or tedious, where... Like, it becomes a choice or a compromise you don't necessarily enjoy having to make. You know, having to choose between what looks good and what works well. Wasn't being entirely serious. I mean, I'm mostly serious. But, you know, it obviously depends on the difference in coolness as well as the difference in stat boosts. What are we even doing? Find the warden all the way over there. Okay, well, we have the line launcher. Does that mean that we should go back to the... Like, the way we have this, like, there's 3 areas. And, you know, Joker's in charge of this one. Penguin is in charge of the cell blocks. And Black Mask is in charge of this area. So we kind of have these sort of simultaneous quests going. Because we were... Yeah. Yeah, okay, so we can just make this our current quest. We just received, like, a different quest by going here. So presumably, now that we have the line launcher, we should go make this our current quest, because sooner or later... So the, you know, the little boxes with a C on them, those are the hacking stations. And they come in 4 flavors here. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Delta. And I think the Alpha... Or is it the Delta, the white ones? We only have one of them anyway. So to get over here, we probably need some ones that we don't have yet. There's a bunch of blue ones here. So we probably will be limited in our ability to progress here. But we do have the line launcher, which is going to allow us access to the lighthouse. So I think that's probably our move. Stats are tied to armor that change my appearance. I usually go for the stat boost, at least in RPGs and whatnot. I mean, yeah, usually you are incentivized enough to do so. Oh, this is another one of all those fucking backwards rooms. In order to make this map fit together, like, the map is backwards. We're heading to the left, even though it's to the right. Like, oh, that drives me nuts. I guess we'll see here. Do we have the white crypto or do we have the green one? I'm not even sure. Okay, I guess the white one is the one we have. Yeah, like, you almost always do, right? But you kind of tend to begrudgingly do it. That's kind of the thing, right? Like, it's... You don't enjoy the fact that you are essentially forced to do it that way. Or at least I'm not. Armor reinforcement. 50% more damage for every 4 pieces. Now, we got like 2 of them, I think. Yeah, okay. I do like the way it's like these types of upgrades and the way they're like, we're finding pieces of them, so you can do them kind of in whatever order, but once you've collected a couple of them, that's when you get the upgrade. The suit thing about collecting parts of the suit, finding those little clues, like, those things I think are all... I like those things. No issue with those. Wait, so if I drop down, that's going to take us back to that area with the rooftop. Maybe, so this is going to be my way back. So if I cross this gap and go out on that kind of door with the red dotted line, where the hell do I end up? Because I could go back up here to this little roof and get whatever was there. Is that the roof I was on before, or is that a different roof? Because obviously I could not have gone through those blue hacking doors. Oh, but I probably got here... Oh, wait, that doesn't make sense. Ah, this game is so fucking confusing. Let's see if I can... Well, let's... Oh, and it's backwards for even more confusion. If I go here... Wait, am I even on that? No, I'm not on that plane. Oh. Or am I? Is there a doorway in the background? Or for... Oh, there's a... in the background. Okay. Oh, it's so bad. And yeah, okay. So where do I end up now? Okay, it's just a room that wasn't on the map before. I see. Okay. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. So that's still gonna take me to a door that it looks like I need to hack from the other side. So this probably is just a way to get back to where I am now from over here. So I don't think this is actually where I need to go. How the heck do I get out? Unless that question mark up there is the blue crypto thing, but that seems unlikely. Assuming I don't have it? I'm pretty sure I don't. No, I only have the delta. So let's go back. Hold A. And let's go down. Huh. And into a vent in the background or something? Wait. Or a door. Sure, fine. This game is just befuddling. Okay, this should at least take us up to that roof and let us collect what's up there. So awkward. Okay, nice. Yes, this is where we were before. Grapple up there because you can't jump 3 feet. New 52 cowl. Okay, well. Guess it makes sense that the standard new 52 suit would be in this game in addition to the like first appearance one. I mean, that would have been the kind of current comics suit at the time anyway. Ventilation manual. Hey, case closed. New concept art unlocked. Okay. Achievement unlocked, CSI Blackgate. Ventilation, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so you get a little bit of lore. If you really care that much, I don't. This game isn't really doing a lot to make me care. So let's try to piece together where that red dotted line. Because at this rate, I'm just trying to get out of here. So like it's really an issue that this game is kind of sort of forcing you to bring up the map every 5 seconds, not just to figure out where you are, but to like figure out how the rooms are connected. Did I hear that Sony's skipping E3? Yeah, I saw some rumblings. It's kind of weird because I saw there was like 6 news stories. I'm trying to get out. I have to press right. There we go. Now, that's so weird. I saw there was like a whole bunch of news stories kind of coming out at once with different stuff. Like, there were new trailers for Resident Evil 3 and Doom Eternal. And, okay. And, like, Nintendo announced the date for the new, like, Smash stream or whatever. Like, it's just a whole kind of bunch of things happening at once, and something about Sony E3. Which is, like, completely unsurprising, I guess. I mean, I suppose there would have been some speculation about whether they would have skipped last year in order to go there this year. But I think E3 is, you know, only becoming less and less relevant. Okay. This is not where we need to go, but I might as well see if there's anything to get here. I mean, I guess what'll be interesting to see is like how the timing works out for whenever they're, because, you know, if we look at the sort of PS4 launch, or like the lead up to the PS4 launch, how that looked. They had a PS4 reveal event early in the year, in like January or February or so of 2013, I guess it would have been. And then they had like the big showing at E3 or whatever, where they announced like the price and release date and stuff. So assuming they would have done something similar this time, or will, it seems, you know, that they're timing-wise, if they're launching for like holiday in the holiday season, that they wouldn't wait until E3 or that time of year to start, you know, talking about it more. But if they're not beholden to E3, the event, that means that they're not strictly beholden to that timeline either. So the question is, do they do something big around that time, or do they try to get ahead of E3, or like what to expect? So I mean, I look forward to seeing how that works out, but it's, I mean, I feel like the bigger headline isn't Sony skipping E3. It's more like, so what's the deal with E3, huh? Okay, so this whole thing was a bust. I guess we're gonna go back here and, oh, or is that the, yes, okay, I get it, because that panel is like the inactive, or it was inactive anyway. Okay, I know where we're going. We just gotta get back here. Okay. Now I remember. I mean, E3 has struggled for relevance, you know, and has done a lot of very questionable, weird things. You know, it came out that they had leaked a lot of like personal information. Like every attendee who had been like attending with a press pass, not just last year, but like it came out that all the personal information of like everyone who's registered as press last year had leaked, and they like took their sweet time to respond to it, and basically responded in a very bad way. Kind of said like, oh, well, this is bad, but it's never gonna happen again. It would never, like, this isn't typical, this is blah blah blah, we would never do that. And then like 2 weeks later it's like, oh, this actually happened like 4 times in the past. So they've proven like completely inept, completely untrustworthy, completely like out of touch, and like so much about the whole organization. Like the ESA, the, what is it, Entertainment Software something Association, probably, is like the company that runs E3, and like E3 is their bread and butter. Like that is where they make, like that organization is sustained by E3, and E3 is the purpose for it existing. So without E3, it's like, I don't know, it's a weird thing, because they're like kind of stuck in this dinosaur old way of thinking, and it's like, the whole thing is kind of fascinating, but it's also deeply fucked. I don't know. Wait, where the heck am I going here? I need to go up, I think. Right? Yeah. Because we're going through... Yeah, okay, yes, we are going through here. But it's also, you know, it's kind of like, you know, GameStop shutting down all these stores and everything, and it's like, it's sad in a way, but it's also like completely unsurprising. Oh, I actually can hit these things. It's just kind of a relic of the way things were done in the past. You know, they have these like E3, you know, there was a bunch of documents, internal documents leaked. It was like some slideshow for like business propositions, for like, here's some ideas for how to like make E3 better. And it was all like, a lot of it sounded really bad. It was just like, you know, all about, you know, generating FOMO, because we got to have like concerts, and we got to have influencers and celebrities, and like it just sounded really out of touch and like really unrelated to what I think people would want from an event like that. Nice, I actually got them both. Even though neither of them were really touched by it, but that's good. So it's like, it seems inevitable that E3 is just going to sort of disappear and make way for other events. And I think like increasingly, like more and more companies, E3 is like not necessary. It's like really expensive for it's expensive and it's not very useful. Like you know, having everything centralized at a single event made sense once upon a time, but now unless you can like dominate the headlines, you're just gonna get lost in the sea of everything else going on. And you know, you see that more and more with like E3 isn't, you know, the event is over a couple of days, and then you still get so many announcements and shit happening like in the 2 weeks leading up to it or whatever. You know, people trying their damnedest to stand out, like in the to be a signal among the noise, I guess. Like it's 1 million batsuit cowl. Just finding a bunch of cowls. So like it's, you know, it's so much easier for not just a company like Sony, but like smaller companies too, to just reach their audience directly with, you know, streaming and everything. So it's just seems completely. Might as well go here, by the way. Unless something really changes, whether it's, you know, with E3 or the industry or both, like as it stands, it just seems inevitable for E3 to make itself completely irrelevant sooner or later. We're one step short of doing an E3 gotcha. Yeah, like, I mean, I'm the idiot who sets an alarm for 2 a.m. to watch the, you know, the live stream keynote stuff. I love, you know, the spectacle of that, and I think that's fun. So I look forward to E3 a lot, like, definitely. And, you know, I'm sure Sony will have, whether it's the week of or 3 weeks before or 3 weeks after, whenever it is, like, around that part of the year, I'm sure we'll be getting a lot of PS5 news. Because, like, Microsoft are invested in E3. Like, they own the, well, I guess it's called like the Microsoft Theater, right? Like where they do their thing. So like they're going to be there, and they're obviously going to be talking a lot about the new Xbox. So it makes sense for Sony to want to do some sort of counter programming to that. So no matter how you slice it, like E3 is going to be, although like the greater trend is E3 kind of going downhill in relevance, but by extension quality, so to speak. This year seems like it should have like a small uptick because of all the new console stuff and everything. Like it'll be interesting for sure. So I still look forward to it. It's just kind of, you know, the writing's on the wall, and it has been for a long time. Weird 3D stuff. Oh well. But I can't say I'm shocked
Seems like a lot of muscle just to take out
by the idea of Sony not being there. Can I do a ledge takedown here? Now I can, okay. In a pretty much identical situation before, I just couldn't do it. Oh, he heard me run, I guess.
I'll kill you. I will kill you.
Well, you gotta see me first.
Damn it. He's gonna get us. I know he's gonna get us.
Not shocked, but disappointed. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I mean, given the choice, I guess I would have... I can't say I'm glad, excited that they're not there, you know. It's always more, you know, the kind of head-to-head aspect, you know, definitely makes it. There's an entertainment value in that usually, but at the same time, like Sony, I'm just looking forward to Sony putting on a good show, whether it's at E3 or not, you know, because it's been so tepid. Like, you know, the last year they did, you know, some weird version of PSX. It was like really bad. It was like, you know, they didn't pretend otherwise, but it was still like 4 people in a couch on a stage talking about, oh, this PlayStation is great, isn't it, or whatever. Like, it was. I just remember it being really weirdly bad, and they had like nothing to show or whatever. And then they haven't really done it since. And their like Nintendo Directs have generally been very underwhelming too. Where the heck am I? I'm going all the way up here. It says I'm supposed to go down, but I guess we might as well explore up top here, because there are these crypto panels that I can activate, so I might as well probably do that to have it done. And like the last E3 thing they did do, 2018, I guess, that was like terrible as well, because they had like, you know, it was the 4 games, right? It was like Death Stranding, Spider-Man, God of War, I guess that was still not out yet, right? And Ghost of Tsushima. Wasn't that like, no, was it The Last of Us 2 maybe? I forget. I think that might have been just after God of War came out. Yeah, I think The Last of Us 2 was the 4th of the 4 games they showed. And they had this weird concert. Yeah, because they had that was the church concert where they had all the attendees like shuffle across town to get to some weird stage that was like designed to look like the church in the game or whatever it was. Let's tackle this guy, I guess. And it's weird too, like Ghost of Tsushima, not to say that I'm not looking forward to the game or that it doesn't look good, but that game is like, it's been so long. And I felt like they, at that E3, that was like when they first showed that game, they did a pretty good job of making it look cool. And then like 18 months later, they're like teasing, like they at one of their like Nintendo Directs, they're like, oh yeah, make sure to tune in to the Game Awards for the latest trailer of Ghost of Tsushima. And it's like a cinematic trailer? Like, why are they hyping up a new trailer that's less exciting than the demo they showed a year and a half ago? I thought it was really strange. It's like I was sold on the game, but I became less sold on it after the most recent showing because I'm like confused as to why they would show it that way. I thought it was really weird. It's like I at this point I feel like I need to see more of the game. But I didn't feel that way when they first showed it because they actually showed gameplay, you know. All right, turn around, let me climb up here. So we'll see, but Jesus Christ, that guy's. But yeah, like they've really been keeping it, you know, low key for a kind of surprising long time. I mean, they've had big games and stuff, you know, Death Stranding and what have you. I mean, I guess it's been a little delayed, but Last of Us 2 was going to be coming out. I guess it was pushed from March to May, something like that. Guy's still shouting over there. Let's backtrack a little further. But in terms of like having an entertaining big show with stuff unveiled and announced and everything, like yeah, it's been a hot minute. Fuck's sake! Did he get even closer? No. Okay, well. Okay. I just realized now that you don't actually have the smoke pellets in this game. That would have been nice to have. Again, Batarang. He's gone. Oh, wait, it's him. Okay, wait, can I can't climb down. Oh, I see. I can pull this down, I guess. As I'm standing right underneath it. That's fine. That giant piece of concrete just bounced off my head. Right, that's the other news story that I just saw. Square Enix announcing delays for Avengers and Final Fantasy. But Final Fantasy was like 2 weeks or something. It wasn't really a big deal. Did you happen to see what the new date was for Avengers? Because Avengers was already in the next fiscal year. Like, it was already May, I think. September, yeah. Okay. Well, that game probably needs more time in the oven, because it's like, what the fuck is that game even? Like, that's a game I'm... Excited is a strong word for it, but I'm very curious to just find out more about it. I hate the way it looks, but it could be a fun game. It's a pretty strong batarang to knock open a metal panel like that. Oh, it's like the next floor up. This is kind of cool, by the way. But like, yeah, everything about Avengers so far has been so like... Oops, okay, I guess maybe I should have read what it said. It can only be opened from above. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna make him open it? Yeah, there we go. Well, I probably shouldn't have stood right below it, but that's fine. Okay, can I not grapple? Okay, can I... Oh, I'm trying to lock onto him. There we go. It didn't work super well, but it was kind of cool. I mean, I hate the general approach, the idea of making it look like a knockoff, like... I made a long rant about this before, but like... Yes, the movie versions are popular. And yes, that game has been in development for a long time. And it was never meant to be based on the movies or anything. Maybe its look is inspired directly by the movies. Maybe it's just, because that's what AAA games look like. But either way, it's still... I like the Marvel movies. I like a lot about how they look a lot of the time. But I also kind of dislike a lot about how they look. I really wish a lot of the costume design wasn't so sort of functional and grounded in, like, real life, quote unquote. Hold RT, jump. Okay. Hold the crouch button to jump. Okay. But I can, I'll accept the way it looks because it is live action. Okay, yeah, we needed to do all that to get in where we're going. I see. That doesn't mean that a version of these characters that could look any way, you could make it look like anything. I wouldn't want it to look like real people if it could look like a comic book or like a cartoon or something exciting. There's been like half a dozen Marvel mobile games in the past few years, and I think every single one of them by far looked more appealing than the new AAA super expensive big Avengers game. And I think that's kind of fucked. Seeing side by side the Square Avengers game and Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, like, that made that so immediately obvious that it just looks so bad.
And you're definitely not authorized.
Wrong, Batman. I've claimed this turf, and you're the one who's trespassing. With what's beyond this wall, I have everything I came to Blackgate to find. Then I'll show everyone who thought I was finished. Only the strong survive, like back in my arena. I intend to survive.
If I let you.
Boss fight?
You idiots!
Yeah, I guess.
Kill him. 'Cause if not,
Oh yeah, like, so my first impression immediately of that game was just like, wow, okay, this looks like shit. And they the presentation they had was like really terrible too. It's like didn't really explain what it is. Ammo pack can be torn off. Okay, not from here, I guess.
Please, just finish them off so I don't have to witness any
Can
more.
I? Well, I'm gonna probably get fucked up by this, but yep, I lost 70% life from that. That was cool. Oh yeah, now we got like awkward 3D mechanics here.
Come on now! I've seen schoolgirls with more grit.
Nope. Okay. Wait, he didn't even actually take damage from my glide attack. I just realized. Anywho, yeah, like when Avengers was first announced, I'd been looking forward to it for years, but when it was first announced, it was like, oh boy. And I didn't much care for it. But then a couple of months later, I watched some gameplay footage. Actually, Digital Foundry was doing some kind of breakdown thing like they usually do. And just seeing some of it in action, despite not liking how it looked, made me kind of, well, you know what? It might be fun to play. It might be kind of cool.
You really think you're a
So since then, I've been a little bit more positive on it, but at least, you know, kind of thinking I'm looking forward to seeing more, to see if this looks more, you know, appealing. But there's still, to me, so many question marks around the whole, you know, campaign versus live multiplayer aspect to that game. Okay, so what does this do exactly? He's gonna climb up there.
Got a name for lads like you where I come from? Pansy.
Both of them are, I guess. If they're away.
Oh, that's the best you can do.
Okay. Oh shit, I have to like QTE. Well, that I lost a lot of life there. Okay. But yeah, I have to like try to figure this shit out because they're not really explaining much. So I'm obviously going to die anyway, but let's see maybe what we can figure out. The Batman Vision says the ammo packs can be torn off. What did it say? Looks like it can be ripped off. So I couldn't use the bat claw to rip it off from all the way over there. Maybe, yeah, okay.
You really think?
Well, I'm getting shot. Wow, okay. You have to do like a takedown or a... Okay, well, the penguin's probably not going to move. So I guess I'll need to distract the guards. Get one of them isolated enough to be able to pull off his backpack.
You really think you're a match for more men? You mess with the wrong cobblepot.
And so the vision cones are pretty long, so they could probably see me from... Like, I can fool maybe one of them to go on each side here, but they'll see me from the other side. Am I supposed to, like, string them along by shooting these things? But surely you can only use I need to scan this first, I guess. Surely you can only shoot one of these fire extinguishers once.
Let's get on with it. I ain't got all day.
Okay, let's just try
Come on now. I've seen
this.
schoolgirls with more grit.
And if he's up on that floor...
Oh, please. Just finish him off so I don't have to
He just immediately turned around. Okay. Maybe the issue isn't distance, but the fact that you can't use the bat claw sitting up here. We'll see. I'll try to target this guy.
Really think you're a match for more men?
He sees me. Okay, well, let's try this again. So you need to be really like... Well, maybe you can do a... Oh, fuck, but how do I isolate them? Maybe you could do like a silent takedown sort of deal. I feel like this game does a terrible job of communicating how a lot of these mechanics works, even with stuff like the vision cone being visible. Still, the rules are difficult to discern, and that is very annoying. This penguin looks so odd. I mean, I like this penguin a lot better than the Arkham City one. He's kind of similar, but he looks more... This is like the Arkham Origins one, of course. He looks a little more... His clothes are less tattered and shitty looking. But it's obviously pretty different from like the, you know, Burgess Meredith or like the classic comic. But it kind of goes with this, you know, everything being dirty and grimy. So if he's some sort of crime boss,
He's a slick one, this one.
maybe he wouldn't be that, like, dapper. I don't know. But it'd be nice if he was. Like, it would make him stand out a little more. Because everyone else is disgusting and grimy and dirty. So, okay, let me just... If I batarang this thing... No reaction. Never mind. Yes, reaction. Okay.
Careful, he's a slick one, this one. You really think you're a match for more men?
No, he sees me from there. Okay. I'm trying to glide to the right. Oh my fucking god.
We got a name for lads like you where I come from. Pansies. You really think you're a match for more men?
Like, I can't fight him while he's in the foreground. So he's like standing there getting ready. I'm just punching air over here. Oh, fuck me. Like, I feel like there's probably a very simple way of doing this, but I struggle to figure out what it might be. But for sure, starting to yank the ammo pack off of them is not going to work from over here, because as soon as I do anything, Penguin himself is going to see me and shoot me, and obviously when I get shot, I get like interrupted. So I wonder if I can just, you know, if I do this, will both of them run up here? Well, let's try something.
For more men? You mess with the wrong cobblepot.
Oh,
come on now! I've seen schoolgirls with more grit.
I thought the other guy would have come up here by now.
Oh, that's the best you can do. You ain't like a punch. Come on, let's get on with it. I ain't got all day.
Oh, fuck's sake. Okay, that didn't work at all. Okay, you can't drop attack them. Alright, good to know. I couldn't lock the bat claw on him for some reason. Maybe I was just out of range. Maybe I should have just stood on the ledge and not climbed up on that perch thing.
Boys, get him out of here.
I guess perch is a verb and not a noun. Whatever.
It's worth some money.
So, let's just, you know...
Oh, please. Just finish him off so I don't have to witness any more of this debacle.
Because they're both moving now. Can I, like, just quickly enough... Oh, fuck, he's like, nah.
Come on now! I've seen schoolgirls with more grit.
There we go. Oh shit, the dude's just out cold.
Careful.
Oh, fuck me.
Come on now. I've seen schoolgirls with more grit.
How the fuck do I get away? And he's gonna see me now probably too. Maybe? No?
We got a name for lads like you where I come from. Pansies.
Okay, so hopefully I just need to like do one takedown. I assumed when I you know, the first time I did the glide kick and moved away, I was like, all right, I hit him once. I need to do this more times, but it did not actually deal damage. So when I do the takedown after this, there we go. Nope, it's just fuck. I thought this might be the case. Ugh. Oh my god. I have fucking drones and shit now too. Well, I guess they can't see very far at least.
You really think you're a match for more men? You mess with the wrong cobblepot.
Can I shoot this thing into the foreground? Do I go around? Dude, how many fucking dudes are there? Oh, fuck me, I can't reach him. Ugh. Ooh, maybe the other guy? Is he gonna... Let me just try something here. Never mind, never mind. I thought maybe I could sneak up on him, but nope, he turned around. Oh, I don't really think I'm gonna get through this tonight. Like, I'm gonna lose patience, whether or not I could have time to do it. And because there's like multiple waves and shit, I gotta be pretty careful not to like expend too many of the fire extinguishers, I guess. Unless there's like some other way I can lure him out safely.
You mess with the wrong cobblepot.
Maybe I could just... Because if I can like lure them just by showing myself and get them to chase me and jump away, I would probably sooner do... Like, I'd rather do that now when there's only 2 of them and they're like presumably a little less aggressive. What if I like just banrag him from over here? What path is this guy gonna take? Is he gonna go up here?
Oh, please. Just finish him off so I don't have to witness any more of this debacle. You really
That's actually perfect.
Match for more men? You mess with the wrong cobblepot.
He saw me, I guess. Okay. Get up there! Get my bat claw! The grapnel, whatever. Fuck.
Where I come from? Pansies.
He sees me, of course, and I lost 80% health. It's fucking game.
Come on now! I've seen schoolgirls with more grit.
And like, oh, you can't get them when they're like getting close to you. It's infuriating. And I'm also, by the way, using the batsuit that gives me like extra 50% bullet damage protection, whatever. I'd be dying way faster without this suit. Oh, hey, what's up, DJ Beats? I'm currently being very frustrated with this goddamn game. Wait, now they both move around way fast. No, okay, he's just patrolling over there. Shit, I should have... Alright. That's good, because this guy's going to walk over there, presumably with his back turned, a little longer without seeing me. Yes. Nope! He saw me shoot the thing, I guess. Surely he's not going to... They've got fucking infinite vision when they really want to. It's annoying as fuck. Can I get in here? Yeah, just very slowly. Well, I guess the positive part is...
You really think you're a match for more men?
Yeah, he's way up there. I don't even need to... Yeah, I'll just fucking take down Penguin right now. Because he'll spawn some new guys, but I don't think the total amount of guys is, like...
You mess with the wrong couple.
Well, we'll see. No.
Let's get on with it. I ain't got all day.
You can't quickfire batarangs without them equipped. It's a little weird.
Oh, that's the best you can do. You ain't like a punch.
Let me try and see if I can grapple his thing from up here.
We got a name for lads like you.
I feel like I'm not going to do this now anyway. Nope, I just cannot reach him at all. Oh, I didn't really look at that guy. Well, I'm dead. There's no checkpoint after dealing damage either. Oh. Yeah, dude, doing this on a 3DS, like... You're not going to really be able to see much at all, are you? I have to see this cutscene. See this. Oh, these 10 seconds at the beginning of every attempt is just like adding just enough frustration to what's already a very frustrating thing. I don't really want to grapple up there. I have to go around. Like, this whole 3D aspect of this just make this... Oh, it adds so much annoyance and confusion to so many aspects of the game, and it rarely, if ever, adds, like, anything positive. So, the question is, like, how that guy just sees me immediately. He saw me there? I don't know if he saw me, but he really wanted to go find me.
Careful, he's a slick one, this one.
Fuck, it was actually... It was better when he did chase after me, because now...
We got a name for lads like you.
Maybe... Okay.
Pansies.
I know. Okay. Well, that works. That works. But, like, the... Even with the, like, visible vision cones, the rules for when enemies can and cannot see you are... Or, like, what sort of makes them go in and out of their, like, state of knowing where you are. It can happen just, like, on a dime. So confusing, and then, before you know it, they see you to start shooting, and you're dead in half a second.
And don't ding up any of the gear.
Stop playing this on Vita because it's too confusing. Yes, I can see that. It's probably the word I've used to describe this game the most so far. It is so confusing. The map and the navigation, like, it's... And then, like, the rules for the combat and everything, too. It's just... I don't know about that fucking drone thing up there either. I'm a little scared of it, to be honest. Hopefully I can take down the one guy here the same way I did before. Last time I tried to do it from that part of the background, it didn't work.
Oh, that's the best you can do. You ain't like a punch.
Oh, this might actually... Well... Fuck it, let's go get crazy here. I dealt the damage. I dealt the damage.
Problem that needs sorting out. So get sorted.
All right, they're kind of on the chase, so let's. What's the deal with that fucking?
Oh, that's the best you can do.
Oh, you just like turn it off temporarily. Fuck's sake. I didn't mean to do that. I knew it. Yeah, that's not gonna work. I'm dead. Yeah, I can't stun him. You can't do anything. I'm dead. I have to redo the boss fight from the beginning. It's... This is shockingly poorly designed.
All right, lads, we got a problem.
Oh my god! The checkpoint! Holy shit! I can't believe it. I feel like it's probably a bug.
You really think you're a match for more men?
Alright, well, we can take down this guy.
Cobblepot.
That worked well. Well, maybe I can just cheese it the same way I just did.
We got a name for lads like you.
Yes, I know you have a name.
Pansies.
Fuck, where do I go from here?
Careful, he's a slick one, this one.
That's not gonna work. Something's gonna shoot me. Yep, yep. Okay. I'm trying to grapple the fuck out of here. Like, they stay trained on you for so long. Like, in the other games, you just fucking grapple between two gargoyles and they have no idea where you went. Here, it's just like, they just keep track of you through walls and everything. But maybe I just got him on a wild goose chase to... This actually might have worked. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, that sucked.
Tell me you're not going to try and bribe me, Penguin.
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Common sense.
Ugh.
I mean, obviously, I'm one of the least dangerous blokes in here. I mean, look at me.
I see someone who might not be a physical threat, but someone who is a master manipulator and schemer. Someone who's more than earned their place in this prison.
Oh, you flatter me, Batman. But what reason could there be to cage a poor, flightless bird like myself?
The best reason there is, Penguin. Keeping the people of Gotham safe from your criminal activities. We can
Like, the cutscenes look cool, and then you see this, and it's just... Ugh.
Good boy. So who's next? Joker or Black Mask?
Oh, I guess we've completed this section then, basically.
Military-grade wing tech ordnance that would have been helpful.
Yeah, I bet it would have. Must have slipped my mind.
Well, I'm really glad that we got over that, because this would have been a rough place to start the next stream. Like, if we kept being stuck here and gave up, like, it really... I mean, you know, sometimes when you get stuck on a game, what you really need in order to be able to progress is just, you know, some time away from it. Kind of clear your mind, and you know, you come back to it fresh, and you have a much easier time. You have a much less frustrating time with it. That's not unusual. But at the same time, like, if something is genuinely difficult and tedious and annoying, yeah, we need to power, so we need to do that probably. That's what we needed in the other area, right? Yeah. No power is routed to the ARKHAM wing from the industrial area, so we need to go there. But I would have... Like, it's weird. We didn't get any kind of upgrade, I guess, to help us in that area. But we probably weren't stuck. We just couldn't get past that first enemy encounter. But now we're experts, so should be easy. We're just getting up... Okay, so we can leave through that top left and just go back to the map from there, I guess. Okay, yeah, let's do that then. Sometimes having a little bit of time away from a game when you're stuck or frustrated can be really nice, but at the same time, I find that if I stop playing something, like on stream, because I get stuck, I will really dread coming back to it, knowing that what's immediately going to greet me is something where I'm really stuck and really, like, not in a good mood. Okay, so we're stuck. Yeah, I guess the industrial areas, like, make sense. And it makes sense that the game is structured in such a way that we probably need to do the Joker last or whatever. So we went here first because basically the hint we were given by Catwoman was that we need to go to the industrial area to route the power. But we kind of immediately bumped into an enemy room. And actually, I can see here that there's a bunch of... now that I've learned to interpret the map a little better, I can see what's going on here. A little bit, at least. But it looks like there's a door over here where I should be able to get through, so... Maybe I'm not even supposed to engage with these guys, but just go to the left in that room? We'll see. My God, left and right is awkward as shit when the camera changes angle. Well, we can hope. I know it's naive, but we can hope that we're not going to have a lot more encounters like that the other sort of boss fights. Like the Bronze Tiger boss fight, the little Catwoman fight at the beginning, those were extremely simple. So let's hope the, you know, whatever we have to do to, you know, face off with Black Mask is going to be more like those and less. Oh yeah, we need some electricity thing here, right? Let's hope those are more like Bronze Tiger and Catwoman and less like Penguin. So let's see here. Right, he's like in a back room. I'm in... Oh, yeah. No, I do get... I go around... Okay, okay. So we go around here. We climb up here. So that's how those two rooms are connected. Right.
Yeah. How about I just guard this position?
This guy is luckily fairly blind, so he can't see me staring at him.
I think we got what it takes.
Can take down this guy. Okay, let's do one thing at a time here. So where I got into trouble was
I'm beginning to think taking this job weren't such a good idea.
trying to take on these two other guys. So I died here like 3 or 4 times, then I kind of gave up on this room.
Wish everyone would lighten up.
So the trash can could distract enemies. Can I get like one of them to go over there?
Man, this guy really has the boss worked up.
Because there's a door on the lower floor to the right, but it's locked. Oh boy. There's really nothing else I can do here. Wait, what's this?
Does anyone else feel the
Controlled explosion. That doesn't really help us, but I'm sure that only leads to this like secret thing here anyway. Can I batarang the trash can from up here? No, I can't, because we're like on a different plane. It's annoying. Can I hang here and batarang? No, I can't just batarang at all. Yeah, there's the grating, but it doesn't really help me necessarily. But we can do this. Because they can kind of like see me through it, but not if I'm standing here. But like, I still need to isolate. Yes, okay, that works. Interesting. Excellent.
You think yourself breaking smart, don't you? I don't want to end up like you.
Okay, we got it. Nice. That worked. Because I don't think I tried using the trash can really that way. And now it's unlocked. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Well, at least there's some sensible reason for it unlocking. If he's gonna run up and check on that corpse. Well, it's not a corpse, but you know.
Cover me. Got a man down.
You got 2 men down. Or 4, technically, but... there we go. But yeah, you kind of got to know how to do that, because the mechanics of all this is so different from the other games. You kind of... I guess I came at this with too many preconceived notions of how to do these kinds of sequences based on the other games, and paid dearly. Wait, what does it say we can do? Currently deactivated. Okay.
Over here.
Beatdown doesn't quite look as cool as in the other games. Uppercutted like 2 feet to the right of his head, but that's cool. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm walking left and right here. Like, oh, it's just extremely... Okay, so now I can batarang them. I see. Guess I hang on that ledge or something. Emergency shutoff switch located. Oh, I see. It's up there. Let's hope this doesn't turn on again suddenly. Oh, it's like in the foreground. It's the fence. Now I see. I was like, wait, am I standing right in the middle of lightning here? Explosive gel launcher. Pneumatic gun that fires canisters of explosive gel. I see. I see. All right. Explosive gel. In gun form. Excellent. That is going to open up a lot of opportunities. Can I... Oh. Wait, what am I... What am I shooting this at? Can I explode dudes? Yeah, I'm sure it's non-lethal explosives. 'Cause I can't grapple off here now. Do I just shoot it at the floor? Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought I'd check the floor. Oh. There we go. Check for clues. Do I have to scan this to lock onto it? I guess probably yes. Yeah, okay. Weird. Like, you can always lock on right at your feet, but any other lock-on things are just like contextual. Yeah, he's out. As usual, I have to check where the hell am I. Gotta backtrack my way there to get that thing, probably. Because we're gonna come out some other place. Analyze the door I just passed through to check that it's unlocked. Ugh. Hey, Black Mask. So I wonder if each area is gonna have like one sub-boss, because we fought Bronze Tiger in the prison cells. Maybe we're gonna fight some other dude here. And some third person in whatchamacallit, Joker's area. Call it Fate Elevator. Oh man, the way the elevators like connect rooms on the map makes it even more confusing, if you can believe that. Well, okay, this one actually made sense. It's the other elevator that like looked like it went sideways on the map. Because we just kind of bypassed this whole part here, even though there were some explosive wall areas. Green hacking thing. Well, I guess we're just taking the elevator. Ugh. Man, this game... Well, speaking of, are we going to get a little
Mask must have overridden the other generators to reroute
boss encounter here or something? Maybe not. Looked like we were going to get a cutscene, but maybe not. Controlled explosion. That's my cue. There's like, every now and then there's a tiny little thing where it's like, wow, they made this so much faster and more convenient than in the, like, real Arkham games. Like the line launcher being way, like, faster. And, like, being able to shoot the, you know, not having to stop to paint this dumbass bat symbol every time you use the explosive gel, but just like, pew. But I want to say that I recognize the design of that gun. Was that in Arkham Knight that they added that? Because I think that's a thing in some... Like, I don't think... Like I said, I think I recognize it from some other game. I guess maybe they, like, came here first? Impenetrable water. There's an object on the catwalk, but it's obscured by the torrent of sludge. Okay, so we just cannot... Never mind. Wait, we can... I can't blow up the sludge. Okay, well. Where am I? I see. That works. Where do I go from here? Is the thing? Flood controls high voltage wires. Do I just batarang this? I guess not. Yeah, sludge torrents. Batman's worst enemy. Oh, okay. That was one of these here. 6-3. No. 6-3. No, that's the one I did. 6-5, I'm sure. Hack. I mean, I'm sure they talk about like hacking into stuff or whatever before, but I feel somewhere between vindication and bemusement that I've been joking about the cryptographic sequencer being like the hacking device. Let's hack this door. Let's hack whatever. Oh, Solomon Grundy. Who would have thought? And now in this game, it's literally like the hack prompt. Well, that doesn't work. We're probably going to use these electrical things. Can I batarang these now? What about this? Oh. Okay. Nope. Oh, okay. Can I, like, do this? Well, I cannot. Okay, I see. That doesn't really help, does it? The game doesn't give you a lot of time to, like, figure shit out. No. No. Like, it's not... Why is this like a 2D plane? Wait, what? What did I even do? That was completely accidental. Did I blow up those little... Because the bomb definitely did nothing before. Alright, well, I'm stuck now. He's gonna kill me. I can't, like, get around him. I can't batarang him. Can I roll through his legs? Well, not before he combos. Okay, you can roll through. Yeah, like that just didn't seem right. Where's the thing? Oh, you have like different. I see. I wonder if... Okay. It's not on screen. I mean, the little indicator... Oh, that was probably too early. Wait, what the... I can't hit that. I guess I got life back somehow. Just jab him right at the top of his head. I mean, that was still pretty cool. It was confusing, like everything in this game. Achievement unlocked. Born on a Monday. Well, that wasn't so bad. Using the dodge roll to, like, dodge through him. Hey, black mask, I think. Looks like it. Wait, mask similar to the one... Wait, that's... Okay, so that's not like a collectible. That was just a environmental hint of some sort. I mean, like, I can't blame the game for being obtuse about the dodge roll being used to dodge. That's on me, you know. But the sewer vents causing explosions, that was a little confusing. But again, like, how much can I complain when I actually did complete the fight without dying, you know? Controlled explosion, that means we shoot this and we do this. I guess that allows us to shimmy through. If there's a bunch of vents. Oh, we need to, like, time it. I see. Well, we got Grundy. And I think we... Well, let's see if we get, like, a transition or something here. More sludge torrents. I want to see if there's like a checkpoint or autosave or something or other. But I think this is going to be a good place to wrap for now. Unless there's like a... Scan this. Like, the analyze stuff is kind of cool, but it can be a little tedious too. Having to do that when it's like kind of obvious. That shit is satisfying still.
This can't be.
Oh. Even the animations look really weird. Even though it like looks like a lot of the animations are definitely the same as the other games, they still look so much more janky for one reason or another. Another, I was gonna say skull, another mask rather. All right, that's a little save thing. Let's make sure. Yeah, there's no manual save. Just do this, I guess. Do we get like an overall percentage here or anything? Let's do 45% complete. I guess that's including collectibles and stuff. Because we did 1/3 complete, and then we have like part of the other 2/3 complete as well. So I guess we're probably more than halfway through it. Or maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Good progress anyway. Let me pause the timer. But yeah, glad to have started this game. Glad to be closer to finishing it. What do I think so far? I'm not a fan. This is not... It's a confusing and annoying game. It's like rarely very satisfying. The level design is just... The way it's laid out, the way it uses 2D and 3D, like I don't think it really works. I mean, the penguin fight stood out as far more obnoxious than anything else. But there's a lot of small, like, nothing stands out particularly as positive. Outside, like, yeah, the look of the cutscenes I think is really cool. And how some of the gadgets are, like, a little faster and easier to use than in the other games. It's like, wow, this could have been more tedious, so I'm glad that it's not. That's, like, kind of faint praise. Like, the combat doesn't really work well. Yeah, I mean, the biggest issue by far is how the map and navigation traversal is just incredibly confusing. So you don't really know where you are or how these different spaces like relate to each other geographically. There's no like platforming, there's no like jumping or anything. So there's like the traversal, the physicality of the traversal is awkward. It's like a game entirely made of the hallways and vents and elevator shafts in the other Arkham games, but all like locked to a single axis, and it's like unclear when and why you're locked to that axis, because once the camera changes, you're locked to a different axis, and it's just not good. I knew that this game had not been too hotly received, and I know that I had at the time played the very, very, very beginning. Like, I didn't even finish, I think, the Catwoman intro thing. And I still wasn't very impressed. But I wasn't ready for it to be this annoying, I don't think. I want to say it kind of feels like Shadow Complex. I mean, I didn't like Shadow Complex nearly as much as everyone else seemed to do. I thought it was mediocre, but it's a lot better than this because it's like... Shadow Complex has some very light elements of using 3D, like in terms of the navigation. It has... The map is completely 2D. Like, gameplay... It's kind of like Dick Tracy on the Mega Drive. There's like a button you use to shoot into the background, so you kill enemies who show up in the background. But that's kind of the extent. There's no like T-shaped hallways where you like turn a corner and go into the background, and it's not like layers. Yeah, it's got like the super boring Unreal Engine aesthetic. It was like, I feel like that game coasted entirely on the novelty of releasing a Metroid-style game, because that was before the boom of like indie Metroid games. Because I mean, I played it when they launched it on PC, and that was, I thought time had not been kind to it. Kind of missed educational Batman games. Yeah, they were charming for what they were. I liked them. I agree. Turning in corridors has been done in Bloodstained. I mean, I haven't played that game, but I'm sure it's far less confusing than in this game. Because here you have rooms on the map where like right and left on the map is inverted from the camera in the game. And shit like that. It's really hard to see how the rooms are connected. It's like a 3D geography, but they kind of try to display it on a 2D map, and oh, it's just a mess. But I thought Shadow Complex was completely serviceable. It just didn't. It wasn't. I mean, it was fun enough to go collect stuff here and there, but like the aesthetic and the story and the setting was aggressively bland to me. Like it had zero personality. So that's the major reason why I didn't like it much. Like combat wasn't super fun. It's got this like, you know, right stick aiming to make it a little fidgety, and it wasn't great, but definitely better than this. Like this has a lot. I mean, that, to its credit, I guess, Shadow Complex is still rooted in those kind of games mechanically, both in terms of the level design and you know, traversal, the way your character handles. It has a jump button for one, so the character just handles awkwardly in this game, and it's not a fun. The kind of vocabulary you have to express your character, like moving around and doing stuff, is just, it works in the context of the 3D game. Like you don't really miss a jump button in the other, like the Arkham games, but here I just really wish they would have made it a proper like platformer in 2D. Like it would have been so much better than this. But anyway, we got 3 or so hours into it, so we'll keep trucking, and we'll have this game finished sooner or later. And if Lego Batman 2 is anything to go by, then Lego Batman 3, I think, is going to be a pretty good time. Try to mesh a Metroidvania with Arkham-style fighting. I mean, it's not just the fighting. It's like awkwardly squeezing sort of Arkham-esque gameplay into a mostly 2D. It's really squeezing a square peg into a round hole, and it just doesn't work. To me, it's like I said, it's the worst of two worlds. Like it gets. It has like limitations of both sort of things, but it doesn't do either adequately. It's disappointing. But honestly, I feel like if I'm gonna keep harping on everything I don't like about this game, I'm just gonna go to bed in a terrible mood. So let's cut it there. Thanks a lot for tuning in, guys. We'll see when I keep streaming this. I think we're gonna try to do some more Cobra stuff during the weekend. I've secured a copy of the Mega CD version of Cobra 2 because the PC Engine one, unfortunately, didn't really want to cooperate last time. So I'm itching to play that. This I'm not itching to go back to, but I am kind of eager to have it finished so we can move on. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I'm able to squeeze in another stream before the weekend, but otherwise we'll probably be streaming again on Friday and or Saturday. We'll see. The only way's up. Yeah. But I'm also kind of dreading Arkham Knight when we get there. That's going to be better than this for sure, but I will have a lot to complain about in that game, I'm sure. A lot of annoyances. But I am interested, and like I said, it'll be more enjoyable than this, that's for sure. Maybe I won't have as many annoyances with Arkham Knight, knowing that I won't be aiming to, like, do full completion or anything. We'll see. It's still a ways off, though. Anywho, cheers for tuning in. See you guys around soon enough. Take care, everyone.